astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Welcome. This is the Jeranism show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the Speaker's Corner, where we speak truth, seek truth. Speaker's Corner, yeah, they see through, we see you. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner. 3 minutes hit the spotlight. Speaker's Corner, where 3 minutes gets your mind right. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner.
On the Speaker's Corner. Yeah. It's time to get lit, ladies and gentlemen. It is Speaker's Corner. It's time, once again, for everybody to come aboard the... If you answer that correctly, I'll give you a free hat. Which one of you didn't answer that correctly? In the chat, just finish what I just said. It'd be very impressive if you did. Let's see who's a kindred spirit. Who out there knows what the hell I'm talking about? Check the chat here. Will anybody get it? And we're only going to give you 30 seconds. The 30-second clock is on. Will anybody get it? Wow, Tex Murphy. Tex Murphy is the winner. Well, can you spell it right, though? Just spell it right so that people don't claim that I gave you the victory when it wasn't spelled correctly. Come on, Tex, spell it right, just so we can be on the same page here. Spell it right. Quick. Tex. Before somebody else gets it. No. Not Soul Train. It's time, once again, for everybody to come aboard the... Tex. Come on, do it. Tex. All right, Tex. Are you on Telegram? If you are, reach out. t.me/ No, not Sharon Train. It's Ho Train, but he got How Train, which is close enough. He wins. Like, I forgot to turn my TV on 1 second. Oh, you can't see it anyway. Nope. All right, welcome everybody. Trying to get this TV working here. That's the wrong show. That's the comedy hour. Knock it off. All right, let's go here. Library. Show. And background. All right, good. Go. Now we're good. We are squared away. That shouldn't be on the screen. It should be like that. There we go. Actually, we shouldn't even be on this screen. We should be on this one. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Tex, I owe you a hat. Did he ever say anything else? Tex, it's blocking Ho. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. Ho Train was it. Can we get these Red's rhetoric on show to show off his rocket footage? He's got 3 minutes. He can come bring his rocket footage here if he wants to do that for 3 minutes. Be my guest. Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's look real quick just at a way you can support the show, and then we'll get right into it. The way you can go to support the show is go to shop.jeranism.com. Get yourself a very cool Fake X beanie. Wear that to work. Wear that during the winter. Wear that to the store. Wear that to the bank. And then let them know your opinion of SpaceX. And then you can also get, if you want, a NASA going effing nowhere flex fit hat. It's not the one, it's not a buckle hat in the back or anything like that. It's a nice flex fit brand hat. And it's got NASA going effing nowhere on the front and the Fake X logo on the back. Or you can get the combo pack, which is for the both of them. What a deal. You get free shipping in the entire United States. Yes, that includes Montana and even North Dakota. Okay. Both those. And Hawaii, yes. And Alaska, yes. And Texas, yes. New York, we're going to go ahead with a yes for now. So that's where you can support the show, or you can get the ebook USB drive, or the cheaper option would be to get the $20 library through Telegram, which people are very happy with. It's got all Tom McDonald songs there. It's also got 2,500 ebooks and one added every day. What did we just add the other day? Oh, I added the whatever the Prince's name is, his book and his audiobook. So again, that if you were to go buy that from Amazon, what is the name of that book again? Now I can't remember. It starts with an S. So I want to say like Sand or something. I don't even know this is how little I care about kings and queens and princes. What is his name? Prince Harry? Prince Harry book? Is that what it's? I don't want to be Prince Harry. Is that who I'm thinking of? What's his book called? Spare, not salt, not snore. Spare. Let me see how much it is at Amazon. If we go to Amazon, if somebody wanted to buy this book today, Amazon. Let's see how much it is here. Spare. 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 Right now, Spare $22.42 at Amazon. You could have had it free if you were a $20 lifetime access Jeranism library scoundrel, or whatever we call them there. And that includes the audiobook. So you could also get the audiobook, which, by the way, over here, that's a Kindle. How much is the audiobook here? And it's him reading it. Should we? I don't know. I don't see it. Oh, wait. Audible audiobook. It's trying to give it to me for free because I'm a member. So that isn't going to work. All right. Anyway, it's a great deal. You get a lot of cool books there. You can also get the Real Dr. Fauci by RFK Jr. and 2,500 other amazing titles. All right. You can get the Jeranism content, which is 300 plus of my older videos, including 10 that were banned by YouTube. Those are all here as well. Or you can get them both. And you can combine all those into one shipping thing and save yourself some money and make me a very happy person. So that's it. That's my only advertisement for today, I believe. By the way, tomorrow, I know I mentioned that I might not be having a show. I still will be having a show, and then I'm going to do the debate after. So 3 p.m. tomorrow, the show will begin. By the way, who's keeping track? That is 7 freaking times in a row I've been on time all of 2023. Basically, I've made 2023 my little bitch. Just slapping it around like it's nothing. 2023, let's keep it going. Huh? Let's keep a continuum. Who says that? Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa. We got to keep it continue. I just got to hit a home run. Hit a home run every day. I'll keep it continue. And take a steroid. So that's what he does. All right, let's... Is there anything else? Just once again, to repeat, the schedule, the calendar, which is coming soon as far as on my site. 3 p.m. on Thursdays, we've got this very show right here, Speaker's Corner. 3 p.m. on Fridays, we've got the #1 show in all history of every show ever made. It's Jeranism Show. That's Fridays at 3. Saturdays at 3 p.m., we've got the religious show. I'm going to give you a title for the name here. You tell me what you guys think. This was brought to me, and I said, oh my God, you may have just nailed it. You may have just nailed it. How about this for a name of the show? Cross-Examined. That's it. Cross-Examined. Welcome, everybody, to Cross-Examined. I like it. It really encompasses what I want to do with it. Sundays at 12 noon, we got to throw a curveball in there. By the way, Dirth tried to call me 15 minutes before I was scheduled to go on to talk business. I know what he was doing. He's trying to throw a whole wrench in the gears. Didn't work, Dave. Can't phase me. 2023 is a little bitch. All right, so we've got Sunday's curveball is going to be Globebusters at 12 noon Pacific. Then we go back to Monday. There'll be a podcast out. Mondays at 3 p.m. Pacific. Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific will be a comedy hour or an interview, depending on the week. Wednesday is my beauty rest day. That's when I'll be getting pretty for y'all. All right. Let's get on with the show. Let's see who's here. Is anybody here? Oops. Don't want to do that yet. That's what happens when you're on the wrong screen. When you're on the wrong screen. There we go. Now we get it over there. And there's nobody here yet. All right. Good to know. Let's put up the thumbnail instead. And there we go. All right. And I'm going to make sure your chats work. By the way, if you want to support the show and you want your little chat thing to show up on the screen, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Jeranism. That's one way to do it. You can do a Cash App, $Jeranism. You can support the show that way. Or buy a hat like I'm wearing right here. Look how cool. I mean, look how good I look. You actually automatically get to look this good if you buy the hat. I don't know how we make those deals, but I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge. Let me get the phone lines open too, just so we are not empty. If nobody comes on the show, this show will be ending, and there'll be a different show on Thursdays. It will not be Speaker's Corner anymore at 3 p.m., but it'll be something else if we cannot get people to join the show, but we'll give them a second. It is a new time. I am on time, which is probably just shocking. People are like, what the hell is going on? Who is, that's not really Jared. It's a clone. It's a clone. It's a replacement. It's like Eminem used to be this guy. Now he's this guy. Same thing with Jared. He used to be this guy that was always late, and now he's smacking 2023 around like a redheaded stepchild. Let's go here with the phone lines. And then you can call on the phone if you want. Now I can't think of the name. Yeah, I remember. Now I remember. You remember. And then the debate tomorrow will be Fight the Fat Shirt versus Brother Sanchez. And I will be modding. So kind of enjoy that spot. And I think it'll be on Brother Sanchez's channel, if I'm not mistaken. And my rules are very simple. So they'll be able to follow those. And I'll just keep people online. And I am totally into hearing both sides, even though I can't stand Craig. I'll have to listen to him. And I'll have to be a very unbiased, neutral party, even though in mind, that that's not possible. Let's see. Wow, did I lose that much money since last time? How long do we have the phones on? My goodness. I would like to tell people about this website, but I can't just because of the price. I'm like, they rape me. Holy smokes. Let's just keep it to just 2 calls then. I don't want any more money on there like that. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Let's go start the show. Where is it? And we still have nobody in the speaker's corner. Oh, do I have the right? Yeah, that's right. That is right. Let me see here. My shows, the show. Call in. You can also text if you want. 888-698-FLAT. That's 888-698-3528. Max callers for call-in line 2. Busy signal. Yes. We're good. There. Yes. Start show as host. Yes. 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 Go.
Ready to connect.
I'm ready.
Click connect to show now.
I'm ready. All right, phone lines are open. 888. Boom. 698.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-in Studio web interface.
Let's go. Thank you. Let's go with Sacred Knowledge. Sacred, yes. Man, that looks like the sun.
Yes.
Ready to connect.
Yes. I'm ready.
You're on the wrong.
I'm ready.
The sun
Yes.
doesn't
No. Turn off the YouTube or whatever.
Click connect to show now.
I'm ready.
I'm going to die.
All right, phone lines are open. 888. Boom. 698.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the
I got to take it down just for a second. Sorry, I can't do it. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready, hold on.
Turn off.
I can't stand that. Guys, please remember, whenever you call into a show, there's always a delay, so you have to turn off YouTube or turn off Rokfin or wherever you might be watching. I tried to go live on Rumble tonight. Didn't work. We'll try it again tomorrow. Turn those off and then come on the show. You can actually hear the show at the StreamYard link. There we go. Boom. So much better. We are live and in the flesh. We've got Sacred Knowledge in the house. Sacred, what's up?
Chilling, man. How you doing?
Good.
Sorry about that. I wasn't ready.
That's right. I forgive you. Let me go ahead and start your clock, and you may begin.
Yeah, I saw that no one was calling, so I was like, I should call,
You're like, yeah, well, we appreciate it.
How's everything going with you?
Couldn't be better.
You got that debate. It's a debate tomorrow with Bro Sanchez?
Yeah, I'm just gonna mod it. They wanted me to mod it. I don't know why. Craig was okay with that, but he was, so that's good.
No way. Fight the fat shirt.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
I guess I probably can't call him that tomorrow, huh? It's probably rude.
That's gonna be crazy.
I'll leave that out.
You know how Bro Sanchez is just gonna like obliterate him.
I would think so. I would think so. Yes.
It's gonna be funny.
It'll be interesting for sure. But I like those, and then as long as you keep to the structure, I gave them both the structure today. They both agreed to it, so
it'll be a real moderation because I'm pretty sure you'll actually moderate it as opposed to
I will be active. Yes, I like to mod. I do. Okay, let me see.
Let's see how neutral you can stay.
Well, I can in a situation like that. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
because
really
it's really, I shouldn't even have to talk at all. I mean, if people just don't, over talk each other or interject when they shouldn't. But I just saw the next guy's name, which is hilarious. Anyway, go to the clock. I'm going to start it again for you.
What is it?
His last name is Coriolis. Let's just say that. So,
Cornholio.
Bro will drop a bomb on him easily. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. All right. Damn it. All right, now I'm going to start your clock. Ready?
Yeah.
Go. You're on.
Because you know how when they so-called moderate it, when they say they can't be, they're never ever at all like neutral, really. You know, it's hilarious. Like they're completely biased. So let's see how hard it'll be.
Well, I'm biased too, but I'm not. But at least I can be neutral when it calls for it. I mean, in a debate, both people should have equal amount of time to speak. In a debate, I wouldn't think it was fair if I tried to help Brother Sanchez or something, or say something to Fight the Fat Shirt, or call him a name like that. I realize that that's not a good thing to do.
That dude at Modern Day Debates, he does pretty good. It's pretty good, but
he's all right. He's quiet a lot, but he also he does.
Earthers.
He's a good guy. I like him. He actually, when he needs to interject, he does. He's good.
And he likes flat earthers though, so
he does. Well, I think they do well for his show. So yes.
I guess like just to shoot the shit, I thought of something. I would love to tell Flat Earth Dave something.
Dave, are you in the chat? I think Dave's in the chat. Dave, he wants to talk to you. Okay, go ahead.
Because I watch his presentations and they're great, and he's like he's a master at it. Like he's got the dopest presentation on anybody for presenting it to somebody. But I think that he should have like different presentations for the different levels of people that he's talking to. Like maybe because sometimes flat earthers speak to Globers like they're speaking to flat earthers and they don't realize it. So I thought maybe he should look at it like if this person's a hardcore Glober, like have a certain presentation for them, like if they're really hard-headed. But if they're a little bit more, because sometimes I could see he needs, like for example, when I became a flat earther, there's certain things that got me, and they're right away for everybody, like the stars. Once you see the stars zoomed in, you can't unsee that. And that lets you know right there the stars are close. I mean, there's nothing you can do. It screws everybody up. It stops every Glober in their track. That's like one of the Eric Dubé, like how he hits you with like repetitive, multiple locations on Earth where you can see too far. It hits you with like a ton of them for 2 hours straight. By the end of that, you're screwed. Like you can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all you can do is like cry about it. So that's a good thing to hit him with the stars.
So you mean like different visuals and everything you're talking about?
The visuals, yeah, hit them with like certain proofs that are really impactful first. That way you shut them up, because if you start get them talking about philosophies and things, that's when you'll lose, because they need to see the hard stuff first. So maybe have something, because then you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I get it a little bit. So you're talking about like go ahead.
It's like boxing. Like once he dazes him, the dude's dazed.
Right.
You know he's gonna get him, because he's not gonna be able to recover. So you got to hit him with stuff that they can't recover from.
Okay.
Because if they get debating on like philosophical or conceptual stuff,
right,
then they'll never see a bunch of locations all over the Earth, for example, that you can see way too far. And then hit like bubbles in space. That got me when I first saw that. Those are bubbles. Like and I love how he handles NASA and all that stuff. But maybe have one put together that's like a kind of almost for debating people with, you know what I mean? Like hit certain people with that first, then other people, he could have some ready for them that are more open-minded. They'll look at the maps and the graphics and all that stuff more. You know what I mean?
So to make it easier for Dave, I already made the only slide he needs for hardcore Globers, and it's going to be this one. So what do you think? This is all he needs, basically.
Yeah.
So I think that alone, and he doesn't even need any other pictorials, just that one, and he should be just fine. All right, thanks.
With guns drawn, just like that.
All right, thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right,
peace. All right, let's get on with Tony Coriolis. It's a great name. It's a little, a little scary, but Tony Coriolis.
It's from. Do you watch the Eddie's show that he's got on Rokfin or whatever?
I've seen a couple of them.
He did one like with Anomaly, and then they were talking about like who invented Coriolis, some Anthony Coriolis. So I just thought Tony Coriolis. That sounds perfect.
Isn't it a Coriolis though? Isn't it? That's the guy's name that did it. I think that is it.
Probably.
Cordless, yeah.
And hopefully his name was Tony,
That'd be funny.
I just thought it sounded good. Yeah.
I don't think his name was Tony, to be honest with you, but we could find out.
We can hope. Yeah. So yeah, I called in on the Fortnite stuff,
I remember. I believe me. I remember you're our go-to video game expert.
Yeah, and you said you fell into the field on Scottsdale Stadium.
I fell onto the field, yes.
Yeah, since I always worked for the city. One time, I had to work a shift where I had to close the whole entire stadium, and it was just a weird one thing I did. But that's funny. It was there.
How about the women there?
What? They're good, I mean,
it's probably better than anywhere in the country.
How awake are they?
No, I just mean, no, that's certainly not that. I don't think if you went there now, you'd find anybody awake. But I'm just talking about looking wise. Scottsdale is probably top in the country.
I agree. I would like
always good. Somebody to debate
and then
that.
We got Super Bowl here this year, so it's going to be insane. And then have you heard of that Waste Management Open or anything?
Please end debate asking if men can have babies. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Oh, good. They got that Waste Management Open, so that's the same weekend as the Super Bowl.
Oh, that thing.
It's going to be insane.
That's going to be lit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because people go there and get drunk and hang out on that. What is that? Whatever hole it is that they all party.
Yeah,
at.
16.
16, yeah.
I was at it last year and I saw a hole in one. It was one of the coolest things ever.
Wow, nice. I've never seen one.
I got a perfect video of it. It's just a perfect video.
You have a video that you were filming in it, a hole in one?
My best buddy was filming it.
Gotcha.
Who moved and then he came back into town after he got all into golf. He didn't even know about the waste management. And then we got onto hole 16 and saw the hole in one. So it was super cool.
Well, you know what? There's some people that even watch the show that believe that there's a remote control inside the ball and that they're using a remote control to move it into the hole.
Oh, of course. And I mean, for it to happen twice in the same, it happened Saturday and then again on Sunday, that almost proves it, right? That there's a little remote.
Must be.
Yeah, it must be. So quickly showing off my Fortnite little character for the day. I got so many that are space related. This one is a monkey space guy.
That makes a lot. Yeah, I like monkeys in space. Yes.
And then, so that came out, and then a little space snake, they call this. A snake with an astronaut helmet on, if you can see it.
Let me see if I understand the game correctly. Go around and shoot people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the only way the game makes money is off of the clothing, the accessories like this.
Yes, because you can buy and it makes a ton.
Yeah, they make the most money. Yeah. It's such a crazy game changer.
It's Epic Games, right?
Business idea.
Is it Epic Games? It's Epic Games?
Epic Games, yeah.
Okay. I know that about it.
So then, just showing off. That's my outfit for today. Filling my Fortnite slot. And then I wanted to show you. It's flipping on me. A Hoax shirt.
Very nice.
And,
I know
Mount
who.
Meru shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's from Conspiracy Music Guru. Thank you for supporting him.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And I've still yet to wear that Mount Meru shirt until we do another FE meetup.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get the very cool hat yet?
Yeah, I don't have any cool hats, and I kind of need one. The hair's.
It's a little bit. It needs coverage.
It does. It does. But I work all day with a hat on, so off work, no hat. But
all right.
I hear you. And then, so that monkey perfectly matches. If you can see.
Yeah, that's the one that's on the beginning of Glowbusters intro.
That little monkey.
It's the. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the same one. I can't really see it close. Oh no, it's not. It's the same one. But there's if you watch the Glowbusters intro, there's a monkey. Oh, it's the old intro. There's a monkey who's in a spacesuit.
Okay.
Funny.
And then, I just have a couple other space stickers, just quickly showing them off as you cut me. I got that going to I took astronomy classes, in college, and they gave me that sticker.
That got you far in life.
Oh, yeah. And look at the roundness.
Oh, you can't miss it.
Dude, it's looking nice.
And it's on a round patch. Just everything's round.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
All right. Well, hey, I'm going to a tinfoil hat tonight.
Always fun. I've been before.
Yeah, so I'm going tonight, but just for what Sacred Knowledge was saying, he was saying how Dave should kind of go different at it. Dave, I think, is refining his method at talking to people. There is no easy way to talk this out to people.
No.
But yeah, I got on board because of Dave going on tinfoil hat. So thanks, Dave. Shout out to you.
Dave, bringing people on every single day. All right, awesome. All right, thank you very much. We will move on. We've got Run, Boston Bear, peace. How are you, my friend?
Hey, what's going on?
In the car. Keep your eyes on the road, please. I know you want to look at me and all, but okay, thank you.
There's a workman. Watch out now. There was a construction dude about walked out in front of me.
Wow. You should have been. I don't know if you heard my show. Did you hear my show the other day when I read that email from the guy who says I'm wrong about drinking?
Oh, I can't remember if I saw that one.
I read an email from some guy who sent me an email saying that actually drinking is good for you. I'm falling for the MSM lies. So
yeah. And you were like, dude, your body just got used to it. Like, come on, it's not good for you.
Or anyone. I mean, what is he advocating for? Like, should this guy right now be drinking in the car with the children behind him? Because according to you, it's a great thing. It's like, no, he's smart enough not to do that ever. Right. So I just think it's fun.
You know what's trippy? My iPhone said I have to open Safari to make this work, but my Mac said I have to open Chrome to make StreamYard work.
Weird.
Yeah, opposite. Everything's inverted. Everything's twisted.
They're trying to confuse us.
I know, right? Hey, I hung out with Crumb last night. He celebrated his 40th birthday, and he had a late night stream till 2:30 in the morning.
Wait, so what happened? Because I watched the stream and it ended in like 30 minutes.
Well, so he did a 30-minute stream early, and then like before he said he was going to do it, and then the power company came over to his house and like shut his power off, which jacked up what time he wanted to do his real stream, so he was an hour late. He ran that one for a while, and then he had an after show on StreamYard with just his buddy Alex. Andrew showed up, and I showed up, and we just kind of chatted. It was cool.
Nice. Very cool.
How old are you?
43. I feel like I'm 25.
And I'm 42.
But 43.
I'm 42. Benjamin's 42. Something about those 80s babies that just get it.
If you are born in the 80s, and I only made it by 4 days. It was very close. Luckily, Mom held out.
Yeah.
But if you're born in the 80s, I think that is the greatest generation ever. No doubt.
Man, pagers came on the scene. We were still playing outside, jumping in creeks, climbing trees, running wild. It wasn't none of this
good
weird
old days.
crap.
Man, we used to play wiffle ball so much. So many. I mean, just every single day. Wiffle ball.
Got the internet, 33.3 dial-up, 56K came along.
That came along right around when we were what, like maybe, like right in our early teens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So did your folks have a pretty good computer? Because I think my dad had like one of those boxy Macs that was like, everybody got one of those.
I had an Apple IIe. It was terrible. It did allow you to play strip poker on it. So that was pretty cool.
I know, it's wild.
But
okay, I'm almost here, but I got one more question. So
shoot.
I jumped into modern day debate Discord, and I was just going to chat with people after the last debate with Austin, and it ended up being like terrible. Like I just got in there to say, I've been a flat earther for 9 months. I've learned a lot. I enjoy it. It feels really good to know we're stable and not slinging through space, and being let loose of the lies feels so good. And then they wouldn't let me leave because I was like, okay, guys, good talking with y'all. And they're like, oh, you're going to run? You're going to run and hide? You're scared. And I was like, I'm not scared of nothing. I'll stay right here. And I told them what I thought everything was. And all they did was laugh and called me religious. And then they just started quoting all their scientism.
Fun, isn't it?
Well, my question is, should I engage in the chats? Because it does suck when people are like bots or they're like paid shills or they're so blind that they're just throwing like scientism at you. It's like I'd rather just hang with people that know what's up and wait for the opportunity to teach people that you can go in. Yeah, babe. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you personally not engage in the drama? I don't.
I try not to anymore because I did learn that you're never going to convince those guys, right? Ever.
Yeah.
So what's better is plant the seed, but I don't mind mixing it up with them and then saying something like, I got to go if they're making fun of you or whatever. Just say, that's great. You guys keep believing that you're flying through space at 1.2 million miles per hour because men told you. Things like that it digs at them. They don't like that because they realize that's the only reason that they believe that. And so it's very frustrating to them. So when they call you religious, say, oh, you're right. At least I don't have any dogmas, like thinking I spin just because men say so, thinking I fly through space because men say so, thinking that men can look back in time, that kind of thing.
Keep doing what you're doing. I think you and Austin are going to really, really crack this thing open this year. It's going to be great.
We're looking forward to it. I'm giving him a little time off. I haven't even bugged him the last couple of weeks because I'm letting him.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go hard.
He's on maternity leave.
Yeah, he's on maternity leave right now.
All right. Talk to you later.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
All right. We're going to check the phone line, see if there's anything going on over there. Good calls tonight so far. Everybody on time. let's see if again, you can call in 888-698. We do have a call from 816. You're on the air. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man. How's it going, Jan?
Fantastic.
Cool, bro. I go by Shinobi333 on YouTube. I don't have a channel or anything. I just wanted to real quick say that I'm very fucking glad you went to Bro Sanchez's channel and had that stream. That was epic, dude. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it was a great show. I've been really waiting for the different communities to start collabing together. So I'm glad it's finally happening. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've always liked his stuff, and it's been good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, just say I've always liked his stuff. So.
Yeah. Oh man, he's a deep guy, man. I've been a subscriber of him ironically, I've probably been a subscriber of his for about 6 or 7 years. Like you said, I've been on his show a bunch of times, and I've actually done flat earth debates, but I don't got the patience for that crap, man. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, I don't like that. So when I went on the show, I did not know it was going to be any kind of debate, right? So he just said, "Come on, let's talk about things." All right, cool. So when I got there and he said, "Oh, do you mind if I have some people on to," I'm like, whatever. I don't mind. I mean, I never mind talking to anybody. But then I realized by the end of that show, after 5 hours, I'm like, this is why I hate that. It just felt gross. I mean, you're arguing with people that I'm trying to explain to that guy stars going the opposite direction. He's just like, I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. I mean, it's just like, okay, I can't do this.
Dude, at this point, it's like, they gotta know what's up. You know what I mean? The guys who defend this heliocentric crap. I mean, they sound pretty intelligent. They sound like they'd be intelligent enough to.
I think that there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who truly believe that if you go to college and you get an education and you get a degree, that's what makes you intelligent. And anybody who doesn't do that isn't capable of the same thought processes. So if we are not college educated, then we can't possibly be right. I think there's a lot of people who feel that way. And they'll go to bat for science, and they'll go to bat for people because they really feel that even if they have to lie about it, they're lying for the truth, and to them that's the ends justifying the means. So I do think that some of them might know, but most of them really just feel strongly that there's no way that you could lie to the human race. There's no way that nobody would figure it out until these guys on YouTube.
So. Right. No, I can definitely see the cognitive dissonance is a big part of it. Because I kind of went through some of that when I was transitioning out of Christianity. I wasn't a hardcore Christian, but I was kind of getting into it or whatever. And so ironically, that's when I found Bro Sanchez, and he kind of reconfirmed a lot of the things. My grandma was actually a witch, so she taught me about the mother goddess and how that spirituality actually came way before these patriarchal gods. To anybody who's listening, and if you don't know who Bro Sanchez is, you gotta check that dude out. He's freaking awesome. I actually ironically found you through Bro Sanchez.
Way back in the day?
A follower of yours. Yeah, oh yeah. I've been in the community, I guess we could call it, for 6-7 years. Pretty much when it really started hitting, getting viral, and the golden years or whatever, when all the stuff wasn't hidden, you could easily find a lot of videos and different information. And now it's you really got to freaking do some digging, which I am going to be buying your flash drive, man.
Sweet. Yeah, it's a good one. And you also get the online for that too. So, all right. Anything else? I miss
no, man. Just keep on rocking, bro. I love your stuff, and have a great night.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll go to one other call, and then we'll go back to StreamYard. We've got 334. You are on the air.
That's awesome, man. I just wanted to call in and support everybody. Let
Sweet.
Folks know if we don't stand up for the truth, and we know the truth, then who else will?
Exactly.
Man, you're doing an awesome job too, dude.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I forgot who was the quote by that said, the only way for evil to take over or whatever is good men doing nothing. So I totally believe that.
That's it. Man, you know, if the church would have stood up for this a long time ago.
Yeah, they
we
should have.
Be here now.
They should have. That's what tells you if they're corrupted.
You know, when you look back at it, dude, you're like, how would I ever believe this?
Oh, that's how I look at it for sure. Just go outside. I mean, if you go outside and look at the sky at night and then think of what you used to believe. Like if I go outside of my house and I look up here, this direction is north. And I look at the North Star and I see the stars kind of turning around it. Okay, whatever. To realize that the next day when I'm still looking at the North Star, that according to what I'm told by men who hate God, I spun the fuck around. I did a 360 around the star. It's right there. But they say, oh no, you went this earth spin, so you spun all the way in a circle and came back to where you were. And like, no, it's right there. I find it baffling. And then you look at like two stars and you think to yourself, how far are those apart? Probably 97 trillion miles. And then you just laugh hysterically and then go get high. So that's fun.
Yeah. I think they can zoom in on something 97 million
ridiculous.
miles away. I mean, if you, what kind of cameras do we got?
Well,
I mean, we're just the most amazing things in the world. We can zoom in on something 92 million miles away.
It's amazing
That's
too when
ridiculous.
they tell us that we're little flies, right? Little fleas on this huge giant Earth. We're just tiny little fleas, and just think of how small a human would be in the whole universe if what they're telling us is true. Think of the ever growing, ever expanding, just monstrosity that is space. And then there's little tiny humans. They're little tiny fleas on this little tiny ball, but they figured it all out. The little tiny fleas figured out they can rewind the clock and tell you when it all began, what it came from, what was made of what the atmosphere was made of, or what the space was made of at 1/1 billionth of a trillionth of a zillionth of a second after the Big Bang. We are amazing as fuck. Let me just tell you right now.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. We can look through the atmosphere of Mars and tell you what it is
easily
when it passes the sun.
That's anybody can do that. That's easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's simple.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes, very good. All right, anything else for me?
What gets me is it's like this. They're supposed to be like something keeping the vacuum in, and they're shooting rockets through it. Aren't they going to kill us? I mean, what's stopping them popping a hole up there?
Well, they say it's open.
I mean, that's just a stupid question. Believers should be asking them when they come in. Why ain't you falling off the earth? Why aren't we poking a hole through the damn atmosphere and dying?
Yeah. Well, they think that they think it's open. That's even funnier. But you're right in the fact that they love to say things like, just think about it. Like when we say it's a flat earth, they're like, oh, well, why haven't you fallen off yet? Think about a sphere hanging in space. And they just have no problem with that. Just, people upside down underneath you, ocean waters upside down, cruise ships upside down, sideways on the globe. That's fine. But dare you say you think the earth's flat? Well, how didn't you fall off? Come on. It's like, oh boy.
Well, you're spinning at 500 miles per hour one spot, and you're spinning at 1,000 the other, but gravity just takes care of all that.
Yeah, it knows. Selective.
I mean, it's like, man, once you see it, it's like the most beautiful thing, though. It's hard to get mad. I mean, you try to get mad, but then once you realize how close the Creator really is, dude, it's like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yahuwah Most High. I mean, why do you? I mean, when you take away His creation the way He laid it out for you, it's like
satanic.
You take away His name. His name is the Most High. How does that work on a ball?
Well, it's the most high relative to your positioning.
Right. It's relative. Oh, yeah. Hey, I guess He's above all our heads when we're on a ball.
Relativity.
I guess I'll. All
right, I'm going to let you go just because I wasn't keeping track of the time, and I think you're past the 3 minutes anyway.
Yeah, man. I love you. I love the world. Y'all have a blessed night.
Appreciate it. Later. All right, get rid of that one. We're going to go back to StreamYard, see who's over there. Riley O says, how come your debate with Sanchez last week was deleted off YouTube? I don't know. That's I wish I would have recorded it. I usually don't, thinking it's going to be there. And then I asked him the next day for it, and he said all he had was the 2.5 hours of it that he posted on another channel. What was the name of that other channel? Shoot, Flat Truth or something like that. I'll see if I can get it for you. I'll put the link in there if anybody hasn't seen. At least half of it is on there. Let's go to FE Pilot. Welcome to Le Show.
Hey, Jaron. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime.
Just had a couple of questions for you. I wouldn't mind keeping them. Just a few questions.
Sure.
I'm curious what you think about this space launches, like the latest Falcon Heavy. and specifically the plume expanding as the rocket goes up in altitude. Is it giving you any concern as a flat earther?
Concern as far as what?
Well, as far as like we almost say like this vacuum of space, and the plume kind of seems to support it because it starts off very contained. The rocket exhaust, right? At lower altitude, starts off very contained, and as higher it goes, the more it kind of expands behind the rocket.
No, I mean, I don't know what concern-wise. I mean, how high up are they when that starts happening?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I've been watching some footage like Res Rhetoric and stuff, and there's a noticeable change in the characteristic of exhaust.
Right, but that's because on the Earth there's less pressure as you get higher. So I don't understand why would that be a shocker?
Well, just in terms of like they say rockets can't work in a vacuum, but I'm starting to see that there's less pressure, but it seems to be heading towards a vacuum, or maybe it is a vacuum. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, the vacuum they say is way up high, but how would the vacuum exist next to the atmosphere?
Well, I guess what they tell me is it's a gradient, from
you're just repeating
steps.
You're just repeating what they're saying. So if the gradient it's a gradient, then right next to where the vacuum is, where you have the least amount of molecules, that would have to equalize in pressure, right?
Jaron, I really don't want to kind of get hung up on this because I think if you don't mind, can I ask you about the dome? Because like this is one thing I feel nobody's really talking about.
Sure.
And I just want to kind of get a better understanding of it. Like, is that something like that's attached to the ground in Antarctica, or how does it?
How would I know that?
Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to get a better understanding of.
Oh,
like, is there somebody I could talk to about that?
About the dome and whether it's attached? How would somebody know that?
Well, I mean, it's just something I feel it's kind of it's a loophole we should be tying up.
A loophole we should be tying up. So again, why would we be required to replace the lie that is the globe? You should be more concerned with getting the lie out of your life. And then now you've got an open slate to listen to others, to learn, to grow, to explore. I don't need to replace, just because somebody lied to me and told me a bunch of horseshit doesn't mean I need to now replace the horseshit. So I don't need to know everything about the flat earth. Like, how would I even have a chance of knowing if the dome is attached to the earth? I don't think anybody knows that. So besides maybe a couple people. So I don't know that though.
If we go out there, maybe we can find out. We need an expedition or something, right?
That's going to be quite expensive. So every bit of exploration that's ever been done on the earth has always been paid for by governments. So there's not a lot of exploration that's gone on with just private parties because it takes a lot of people, equipment, money, logistics. So this is how they've protected that by making it so that we can't get access to those things.
Right. Well, I mean, if there's a will, there's a way. I think we should be striving for that, right? Because I mean, now I would really love to see the look on their faces when we touch the dome and knock on it, clink, clink, clink.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would ever happen. To be honest with you, I'm not sure that they would let you get that far. This is their big lie. This is it, man. I mean, this is what keeps everybody entrapped. This is what. In fact, I'm even crazy. I'm so crazy that I think like global warming is about this. Like I think that the Earth does get hot occasionally, and I think that fissures open up in the Antarctic ice, and that boats have gone through there before and found the other side, which is a world unknown to us. So I think that they're so worried about that happening that they're trying to get companies to get away from doing anything they can. They're blocking spraying the skies, blocking the sun, trying to do whatever they can to make sure that the fissures don't open again. Because every so often they do, and people usually find out that they've been lied to here in this slave center.
Okay, so but these fissures, this sounds dangerous because what if, is it dangerous? Will the air go out? I mean,
no, cracks in the ice, fissures, and then people go through that and they end up on the other side, like stories like Iron Republic and a couple other stories like that.
I'll have to look into that. That sounds really interesting.
Yes, indeed. I agree.
Very cool. Thanks, Jaron. Hope to catch you next time. And
take it easy.
Bye.
All right, we got TJ in the house. What a nice hat, my friend. I love it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Great. What's up?
Sweet. Hey, it's kind of funny. I would have totally back to email about the alcohol thing like a month ago.
Say it again.
Because I'm like I was fully functional. I would have totally backed for you.
You're breaking up real bad. Let me hear it again. Hold on.
But
maybe turn off your camera. You might come in a little easier if you turn off the camera. Just hit off on the camera and just leave your audio on. Try that. Maybe you can come in clear.
Is that a little better?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I was just gonna think it's funny because I used to think alcohol was really good for you because I drank it daily, and I am 17 and amazing when I was there.
We couldn't hear it again. You broke up. Say it again.
Damn it.
I know it's.
I just said I'm 17 days in.
Oh, 17 days. Okay, great. 17 days sober.
17 days. Yep.
Nice.
And I feel way better than when I was drinking. But I would argue that no, man, I'm fully functional. I go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, no problem.
What made you finally decide you wanted to get away from it?
It was just time, and my kid's turning 7 next month, and I just don't want to be that dad, you know.
Good, yeah. More power to you. I used to drink too until I was, probably 29, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was time. So.
Well, good for you. I think you'll feel a lot better.
Another funny story is
sure.
Oh, for sure. So I had an appointment today at one of the hospitals here. Nothing major, just a little checkup or whatever. And they're like, you have to put this mask on. And I did the full spiel of why you should not wear a mask and more people need to start standing up and this and that. And they totally agreed with me. And they're like, I'm sorry, but it's just our policy. I'm like, that's what's wrong. More people need to stand up for this and it will go away. Well, we're sorry, sir. And they moved it to a virtual because I wouldn't put one on.
Really? Well, good for you for standing your ground. I mean, we need more men like you.
I'm just tired of it, you know?
Yeah, it's so stupid. And it's dumb. And I don't know if you've heard, I listened to that debate that Neil deGrasse Tyson had the other day with, I don't know, some guy. But he's just like standing up for the vaccine and just, when he was talking to, what's that guy's name? I always forget his name. The comedian who does, anyway, he's talking to this comedian and the guy asks, well, what about, the vaccine? Do you think there's a chance that, it should have been better if we just would have let the disease go through everybody? And then Neil deGrasse said, oh, there would have been 5 times more death. like a scientist just throwing that out there. It's like, oh, there would have been. Thanks. So it's just, I can't stand it. It's so funny because those guys act like they don't have any bias and they just look into facts and everybody else has bias and everybody else is religious, but they just look at evidence. Like, yeah, sure. Go look at Edwin Hubble and those guys tell me that they just looked at evidence.
And it's so dumb. All the 3, like the 2 receptionists and then the doctor that came out. I actually went outside and waited outside because I wouldn't put a mask on. I said, you can wait outside and we'll send the doctor over. I said, okay. And all 3 of them agreed with me. Like I know we get it, we understand. I don't agree with it either, but this is what we have to do.
Right.
I'm like, what?
That's the problem. And again, when people have their jobs on the line, people are just too scared to put their. I mean, and I get it. This is why I say that they don't fix homeless. They don't fix the homeless problem because they need to have a potential outcome for those who are in the middle class who think about quitting their job, right? So they want you to drive around and see the homeless so that you stay in check, so you never stop working, so you just keep working your job. That's why they don't repair the homeless problem. If they did that, then people wouldn't need to go to work and would be like, I was missed today. So they need to keep you very scared that, look, you can end up like that guy in that trash can if you don't get your act together and if you don't take this vaccine. And it's just a joke. How anybody can tell you what you can do with your body, I'll never know. Never get it.
That's insane.
It's insane. If you want to take the vaccine, by all means, take it. I don't give a shit. Take 17 of them. I don't care. But all right. Well, thanks. I appreciate the call and congratulations. I saw Big Pine Sailing said also congratulations to you. Congratulations on getting sober, bro. Great life choice. I agree.
Awesome.
Everybody,
awesome.
There's no way anything negative will come out of that. All right. Peace. Let's go with Trebor7. Nice hat. I love it. You guys are awesome. I haven't really sold that many hats. I think everybody who bought a hat is wearing it today. Calling in the show.
That's what you're supposed to do with them, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you.
So first time I wore it. Oh, first I want to say I have a presentation.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the private chat.
Okay, I'll start your clock when we
I'm
get
gonna
going.
take advantage of this while you're queuing that up too.
Okay, go ahead.
Tell you my hat experience since you brought that up. So I went to a restaurant and a guy came up and was like your hat, and he started to give me a fist bump. And about the time our fists met, he said, Artemis 2 to the moon. I'm like, oh shit, he didn't read the hat.
Oh.
A lot of people, it works good because truthers are like, oh, I love your hat, and then
right,
stupid people are like, oh, I love your hat. So yeah, it's a win-win
Yeah,
situation.
I wore it to down south with my wife's whole family was down there, and like somebody's looking across the table and they're like, NASA, I thought you had a problem with NASA. I thought you had an issue with NASA. I'm like, I do. They're like, but you're wearing their hat? I said, no, you have to look closer. They're like, oh, going nowhere. And then they got it. But it's kind of funny to be kind of a hidden. You kind of look like a fanboy, but you're not watching Star Trek all night by yourself later. So it's a good thing.
Right. You appeal to both sides, which is great. That's what we're shooting.
So you sent me 2 links, right?
Yeah. The presentation is really what I had in mind.
Okay.
And then we're always talking smack about the vaccination, but nobody's ever talking about solutions. And for example, my daughter had to take it. She knows better. She didn't get vaccinated as a child or anything. She did it to save her job.
Oh, wow.
And people need help. Those spike proteins are still growing, and there's ways to get them out of your body. One great way to do it is nanosoma.
Okay, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, use that. And then there's a protocol. Now I use the one from the World Health Organization, and they're using some antihistamines and aspirins and things that you don't need to use, but they do recommend a lot of good things. So my advice to anyone who had to get the jab is just focus on the positive. Don't think about getting sick, and just work on flushing your body out and getting that crap out of there. Forget it. One and done.
All right.
And should I just jump off while you do the presentation? It's actually a little over 3 minutes. I think it's 3 minutes.
Where did I go? Hold on.
Seconds.
What is it? What did you send me? Why didn't I thought I clicked on it, but
it says Telekinesis presentation. It's a YouTube link to an unlisted video. Do you not see it? Let me put it
No, I did, but I hit open a new tab and it just didn't. Let me try again. Open a new tab. Okay, there it is. All right. And
got it?
Yep. So let me put it up
You
and
want
then
me to
let you
stick
go.
around, or should I just jump
Oh,
out
so
of here?
just this is a 3-minute video. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
A little over 3 minutes. 3:33, I believe.
And then what was the other thing you sent me?
Then have you heard Lie of the Pfizer by Owen Benjamin?
No.
Oh my God, you got to play it.
Okay, we'll
I
play
put the
next.
link in there. It's hilarious.
All right.
And I think I want to thank you real quick too. I really
Yes.
appreciate your honesty and unbiased opinion, unfiltered truth, and that's all we really want. Just everybody tell the truth as best they can. And
That's it. That's all I want. I just want people's honest opinions. I don't even care how wrong you are. Just let me decide that.
exactly, yeah,
Right.
you put your information out there. And real quick, anybody who's going to go to my channel and being super truther, I've already been called every name in the book, and I know all the mainstream. It's static electricity. It's hidden strings. I've heard them all already.
Yeah.
So I would really appreciate it if you went straight to the tutorials, put in a few weeks practicing, and see about.
Oh, now I recognize who you are. Okay. It's all coming through now. You're the okay. So you messaged me and then I went looking. You have quite a following, actually. On
well, yeah,
I mean,
47,000.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Really, only had a couple thousand. Really,
And then
real participants. You know what I mean? You know.
And then
how
I
it
saw
is.
you have a website and you also do consultations, or you do like meetings or help people, right? Coaching.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. Yeah, I
do that
remember who
through
you are now.
YouTube mainly now. Oh, and I sent you a little Happy New Year's present. Did you
I got
get some
it.
Tomatoes from Missouri. Okay.
I got it. Yep, absolutely.
Good.
And then you
Is
said
that
to
cool?
mention absolutely, but I forgot what you said to mention. Because I looked up and there was no website for the tomatoes, or was that a joke?
No, well, yeah, the joke. We all call it growing tomatoes here in Missouri when you're growing
Okay.
that stuff.
Gotcha.
That's just kind of a code word.
Oh, gotcha.
But I
Okay.
do have a hemp farm, and it's a Sacred Seeds hemp farm. I got 2 greenhouses, and I got millions of seeds and lots of hemp bud. for
Oh
sale.
man, I'm gonna
Anybody's
reach out to
looking
you
for
for that one. Yeah. And that stuff was great, man. The way you roll is really nice too. I've never even put what is that? A cigarette filter you put at the end of it?
Half of a cigarette filter, yeah, just kind of keeps your mouth clean, and I don't know, just something
Brilliant.
I started doing a couple years ago.
Brilliant. I have never done that. So
Well, I'll send you another batch of tomatoes. We got some we're getting ready to harvest, so it'll be a little.
by
while,
all
but-
means, send away. I'll never stop you from that.
All right, love
Thanks,
you,
bro.
Jaron. Appreciate your time on your channel, and
All right. Peace. Huh?
later.
We're gonna watch this video right now. Let me get rid of him, and we'll go to this one and this one. Oops, wrong one. This one and nope. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Telekinesis is a natural side effect of self-mastery. Via empathy, psychokinesis is a natural side effect of self-mastery. Via empathy with a target, the proper mindset, and the use of one's natural subtle energy, we can achieve non-local interaction with objects, elements, people, plants, and more. If you would like to experience this phenomenon firsthand, please subscribe to this channel and join us now as Trebor7 continues his quest to demystify psychokinesis.
Greetings, my fellow Jeranism fans. Hey, my name is Robert Allen, aka Trebor7, and I've been providing free psychic-related demonstrations and tutorials on YouTube since 2013. Long story short, in 2012, about a year after I started meditating and cleaned up my diet and grounding and sun gazing and qigong, I sort of inadvertently discovered that telekinesis is real. And I know that sounds as crazy as Flat Earth did the first time you heard it, but I started feeling energy between my hands and extending beyond my body. I could sense things within my aura, and anyway, I started researching energy fields and chi and all this stuff, and I came across a psi wheel video, which is a piece of foil or paper balanced on a needle, and you cup your hands around it and make it spin using, your chi or subtle energy. And I made a psi wheel, and of course I could do it with my hands right away, and continued practicing, and within about 6 weeks I could turn the wheel purposefully with left or right, no hands, from about 6 feet away. And skipping forward a few months later, I was able to make it spin under glass, and I was hooked, and was secretly practicing TK for about a year, just learning how to push and pull and move small targets like foil or feather or paper and stuff like that. And then after about a year of that, I showed my family and taught them how to do it. And once I realized about anybody could do it, I went public with it. So you can learn telekinesis entirely for free at my website, telekinesisschool.com, and my tutorial playlist on YouTube, which have helped thousands of people discover and develop their psychic abilities. And I invite you and your listeners, if interested, to help us continue to explore and demystify and expose yet more hidden truths about who we are and what we're capable of. Now, unlike Flat Earth, where nearly all the evidence is external and tangible, researching psychic abilities requires introspection and patience and self-mastery. The only empirical proof you will find will be experiential. In other words, you won't believe it till you do it. And most psychic abilities require us to enter like a particular state of being, not easily achieved on demand or in the presence of cameras or onlookers. So you kind of have to do some solo research in there. And psychic abilities are also very unpredictable and inconsistent. So, making demonstrations or validating it scientifically is not a piece of cake. But anyway, if you just want to find out for yourself, that's the only way to do it, really, is to practice. I can show you demonstrations, but they will not convince you, and you can watch my tutorials, but watching alone won't teach you. Psychic abilities are actually just natural side effects of self-mastery. When we heal and nurture and balance our physical, mental, and spiritual health, things like intuition and ESP and other psychic abilities just begin to activate naturally. And if we pursue them, they will improve. All right, that's probably about 3 minutes. I appreciate your time. This is Trebor7. Peace.
That is awesome. I'm going to actually learn to do that then, because it's like the way I learned that that remote seeing works, right? Is it took them doing it to me and knowing that there's no other way they could have known the things that they knew without having seen something. This is the same kind of situation where normally I would kind of shoo that away and be like, I don't think it's true. But again, why don't I think it's true? Well, because I fall for the mainstream lies about it and the Dr. James Randi and all these guys. So the best way for me to know is not to go looking into it, because of course you're going to have skeptics or scientific people that are going to always shoot that down, say, no, it's not possible. And then you're going to have people like him that say, yes, it definitely is. So the only way you're going to be able to find out for yourself is to get in there and try it. And if I can do it, I will bring it to you guys and show you. And at least you can trust me if you want to, or not if you don't. Crazy Doug. Doug, you are almost somebody who has the hat. You ordered it, but it has not been shipped yet.
Yeah, I was calling in to
complain.
To change my order.
Oh, they're going to complain. It's not here yet. I just bought it this morning. I'm pissed.
I want something special, like I don't know, maybe like a signature or something.
Okay. You on the
I've been
hat?
looking at this joint, trying to light it with my mind while I was watching that video. Dude.
That's going to be tough. You're going to have to do a couple of classes with Trevor 7. He sent me these joints, man. They were awesome. He like these really long joints. He wrote on the bag exactly what type they were, what strain it was. But he puts half a cigarette filter at the end. I was like, what the hell is this? Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
I thought it was tomatoes. No.
It is tomatoes. Sorry. They were all.
I'll send you some more maters someday, but
Mater?
Man, I just want to talk to you because
Why'd you say mater? Tomato?
Maters? Yeah, tomatoes.
That was my son's favorite ride. We went to Disneyland and he loved there's a mater ride there that I don't know if you watched the movie Cars.
How much shit have you got from people? You're supporting Disney. They're satanic pedophiles.
Maybe a couple people, but I mean, again, we were given tickets for Christmas presents, which is funny because don't give Christmas presents, ladies and gentlemen, that end up costing people $300. Okay. Because it ended up, by the time we drove down there, paid for gas, we stayed in a bed and breakfast with them, but then paid for food like at the park and then paid for gas home. It was like $300. Like, yeah, here our Christmas present was to spend $300. That's
cost
a lot.
You money.
Yeah, it cost me $300. Like, it was so nice of you to give us tickets, and granted, it's like $160, I think, or something to go to Disneyland. So,
like you said, Mavi ain't even old enough, so it really meant nothing to him. Like,
no, besides
he'll have some pictures, maybe.
He'll have some pictures. That's about it. But it was a good time, and actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. As far as like, I mean, they have that whole space center where everything's space and space this, space that. But
did you ride Mater?
I did ride the Mater ride.
You won't ride the big ones though.
No. Well, the lines were too long for all that stuff.
Well, I won't ride them either. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm not going to wait for that.
Fat, though.
They have some new thing too that her whole family bought, where like you're on an app and they would like book what times they're going to go to different rides, and then you actually go there and don't wait in line.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't really get it. But the I don't know. They would like say, okay, I'm booking this for 11 o'clock. Then all of them would leave at 10:45 and they'd be back by 11:15. They went and rode some ride. So I don't know how they could do that.
Were they wearing masks?
No. There was a couple people wearing masks, but none of their family, thank God.
Well, I went to a funeral today for
Sorry to
my
hear that.
brother-in-law's girl's dad died, 54 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if he had any candy or not, but it was in a small town here in Oklahoma.
You mean the safe and effective juice? He certainly
Right.
doesn't. Well, he probably did.
Zero adverse effects, right?
I'm pretty sure zero still.
Still? Okay.
Yep.
But anyway, it's a small town, Oklahoma, and it's Boley, Oklahoma. And I don't know, I guess they're all just news believers there because it's masks almost everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, at the church, the temple, it had signs on the wall, wear a mask. I was just like, hell no.
It's really confused me because I did think that we had like a good country, like we could, and then now I'm like, all right, where are we going to go to separate ourselves from this? Here's a thought too. I wonder if you think about this. What do you think that the elite are doing what they're doing, right? And they're enslaving those that'll be enslaved. Maybe they're impressed by us. Maybe they're like, we don't mind living with you guys. Just get out of our way. Don't get in the way of what we're doing. That they might just be like, I don't know how to explain it, but maybe it's like their biggest deal isn't let's get rid of the people who are against us.
Let's get rid of the stupid people.
That, and let's also lock them in pretty much as our slaves and everything that we need. But they're like, as long as you don't get in our way, we won't get in yours. Just a thought process. Just a thought I'm thinking about.
I wonder if we can enslave some of their people.
I don't want to do that, but thank you.
No?
No, I really, unless some of them want to build me a house real quick in Texas, then yes. But if it's not for that, then no.
So you say Texas and you say Mexico. Is that really where you want to go?
I don't know. Mexico is pretty cool. Somebody sent a video yesterday. In Mexico grocery stores, they don't have any cartoon characters on their cereal boxes. It's freaking great.
Big labels of their sugar.
Absolutely. Too much sugar, too much. Yeah, it's just crazy because we're like told that we're so advanced and everything. And
I try to tell my wife we got to go to Mexico. Like
Dave's there right now, so Dave's going to send me some prices and some pictures and things of some places. But then, Texas would be second best, I guess. But because I don't want, I like United States. I don't want to leave here, but if we have to, we have to. I mean, I don't.
What about Florida?
Down
there by Austin at the Melodome, man.
I'll have to look into it. Isn't that pretty expensive there?
Austin lives there.
Yes.
Or South Carolina, where the other Austin is, because
no, Austin tells me he's leaving there.
Oh,
he doesn't want to be there. He wants to move somewhere south, so either Florida, Texas, something like that.
Really?
It's too cold there.
In South Carolina.
That's what he said.
That's crazy.
For us Californians,
Well, in Oklahoma, I guess it's warmer here too than it is out in South Carolina.
You know how little I know about Oklahoma? I don't even know where it's at on the map.
Yeah, it's above Texas.
Right above to the right.
Literally. Like their panhandle goes into our panhandle. And so
so you're next to Alabama?
We're next to Arkansas to the right. And
okay.
Then
one over.
Above is fuck.
You don't know it either.
Nebraska's over there. Well, you go through Missouri over here. Oh, Kansas right above us. Yeah. Duh.
Okay.
Kansas and Missouri and Arkansas are close. Louisiana is close by.
Somebody says Florida not too bad. All right, it's good now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of water there, and the people are seeing. And I was going to say something about the Falcon Heavy as well.
Yes, Traber, we'll play it next.
Wide Awake. Do you know that channel?
Yeah, Davey's awesome.
Yeah, so he did a good video of he's able to record the damn launch, and
it's impossible. I watched that. I'm going to show that tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
You mean how he saw the launch as soon as it took off, and it's like he's supposed to be way far away?
Wouldn't it go out of view?
Yeah, you can actually calculate how long it should take to appear, and it's appeared right after.
So what the hell are they doing though? They're not going to space. I mean, not like they say.
I don't know. I think it's all a show. I mean, it's just a big fireworks show.
It really looked like that one was bouncing and skipping off the firmament.
I guess I didn't watch it that far. That's the most recent SpaceX.
Well, that was the one I watched on Dave's channel, but yeah, it was the Falcon Heavy,
right.
Whatever, a couple days ago. We talked about it on the not the Melodome, but the Critical Smoke Sesh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
On his channel, you need to watch him more, man. I know you don't watch many people, but then I find out you watch crazy shit, people you, I don't know, don't like.
Like who?
You have, like you watched in the past. I know this was last year, but P-Brain. But no, there's somebody else.
No, I mean I would never.
The guy you did a bet with. You've watched some of his stuff. I can't watch 10 seconds of that motherfucker.
Oh no, and I forgot how I found out about him. What was the reason that
Arctic.
Oh, because he made the bet. I mean, Arctic I would never watch that guy anyway.
His name Arctic Blowjobs.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah. Arctic Blowjobs. He bet me. That's the only reason I didn't even know about his channel.
And you let him take it out to 2024, even after these people are saying you're pushing the goalpost. You're crazy. I'd have told
because I don't give a shit. Because he's not. Because I don't give a shit.
Well, I loved your idea, and I told Austin this. Your idea of going on to Twitter to Elon saying, "Hey, you keep saying it's 2023, so
yeah,
either you change that shit or you make a bet with me right now."
Right, but he'll never look at my tweet, and I have no followers now because I have to start over, which just sucks. I had a pretty good following over there. But they booted me. Got banned. Can't call people fags, I guess.
Well, it looks like Cody left. I don't know why he left. Cody, come back because, Party Boat's crazy, and hopefully you give him about a minute.
You can see who's in the back room?
Yeah, it says over here.
I never knew that.
Yeah, well, I can't hear the video you played, and you can't hear the phone calls, I don't believe, from...
Yeah, probably not. But I did not know you could see the people's name. So now when I'm picking people out of order, people know that I'm doing that?
Oh, yeah. They know you're playing favorites. Yes. I know that. I'm like, damn you, Jaron. You better pick me well.
All right, I'm going to watch this Owen Benjamin song. Have you seen it?
I haven't. I'm going to watch it with you.
All right, get off here. Go over there since you can't hear it from there.
Lie of the Pfizer.
Let's check it out. Should be great. Later. We're going to listen to Lies of the Pfizer. Let's go over there and enjoy. Tried to go live on Rumble tonight, stupid Rumble. Let's see if we can square that up. Nope.
Fever's up, soaking my sheets. Got the jab, took my chances. I followed orders, now there's sores on my feet. Just a sheep and his will to comply. So many times it happened so fast. you sell your reason for virtue. Don't lose your grip as your heart beats its last. You hold on tight to your chest, screaming why. It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clumping up in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabbler counts his coins in the night, and he's watching us all with the lie of the Pfizer. Eyelids droop, numbness attacks, labored breath feeling woozy. You're stacking boosters to the ultimate max, making sure that your grandma survives. It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clotting up like in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabbler counts his coins in the night, and he's telling us all his lie of the Pfizer. Stroking out, can't make it stop. Throbbing head, pressure growing. Climate change surely caused me to drop. Suddenly, why are you hurting me? It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clumping up in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabbler counts his coins in the night, and he's telling us all his lie of the Pfizer. Lie of the Pfizer. Lie of the Pfizer. Lie of the Pfizer.
Pretty good.
By the way, if anyone's going to clip it, that's the one. I did.
That's pretty good. I have heard something close to that, but I'll show you what I have heard and why this is so funny that I've heard this. Let's bring this one up. Replace that with this. This one was played back a year ago. Let's listen to this.
Rising up out on the street, going to my appointment. They're gonna give me the injection I need, the vaccine that I need to survive.
Let me stop this right now and tell you the hilarious part about it. This man is singing in favor of the vaccine. That's how nuts he is. This is not a parody. This is him loving the vaccine. So he wrote a song about it. Like, here we go.
So many hours I spent searching online, looking for an appointment. I finally found one and I felt so alive. I don't care how far I have to drive. I got my first dose of Pfizer and I'm feeling all right. I can feel my immunity
arising.
And in just 3 weeks I will return to that site, and I'll roll up my sleeves for a dose of the Pfizer.
Yeah, get that booster. I was gonna say that he's dead, but I don't know that. Is this? Oh, he's still alive. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Where's his last tweet so we can make sure he's still kicking? December 31st, he was kicking. Nothing since then. Oh, he retweeted on January 7th. So he's still around. He's still with us. Good thing. Good thing. We were worried about you for a second there. And then I thought there was another one too. Let me try one more here. Oops, that's not where I'm going. What happened to... nope. What's going on here? I don't have it. All right. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. We're going to get rid of this one call. I'm going to shut down the phone lines after. 650. You're on the air. Welcome to the show.
How's it going?
Fantastic.
I keep on thinking, like, about the flat Earth. I'm a flat Earther, 100%.
Nice.
Biblical. I like to say biblical Earth. But then I start thinking about some of the things, like the plane's nose down. Well, you kind of trim for that, So there's some things that I think us flat Earthers
there's a lot
are using as proofs that really aren't proofs.
I agree with you, and it's going to take some refining.
I'll tell you what, I respect everything you've done.
Thank you.
I really appreciate there's people like you out there doing it.
Well, thank you. I don't repeat things that I think.
2-cent ladder.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, and the 2-cent ladder. I love that. Mailing the letter for 2 cents.
Oh yes. Yeah, there's a lot of things. In fact, Austin and I are going to do a show where we go through some of the things that we don't think. And again, I'm not telling anybody what they can or can't do. You can go say whatever you want. I just think there's some things that I wouldn't say anymore when I'm trying to talk flat Earth. Because I don't mention the plane nosing down either.
We were so excited. We were so excited when we're like,
right.
Holy shit, we've been lied to. And it's like I was asking a friend tonight, I'm like, what's in renewable energy? And he goes, well, wind. I'm like, but I need copper and lithium and all these things to build the windmill and the solar panel. I said, there's no such thing as renewable energy.
Mm-hmm.
There's just not, because we need batteries and we need other shit to build it. So let's go back to burning oil, because I'm all for that.
Right. Let's burn some more coal. There's a lot down in Antarctica. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I just wanted to say I really appreciate all that you do and the whole crew there. You guys are just awesome. I think you might not be perfect, but you guys do a great job.
No, I don't. I wouldn't claim that. In some areas, maybe, but All right, we good?
So
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed day.
All right, bye. I see somebody asking for the parody. Didn't I put it in the chat? I'll give it to you again. Lie of the Pfizer and but I do. Okay, here's this one. Paste. So there it is again. And I gave you the telekinesis guy. His link was up there as well. And which one do we have here? What is this here? Oh, that's the telekinesis. So I'll give that again. So you can follow his channel if you want, Traber7. There you go. And that's my store. We had Todd Chappelle, who is this guy who sang the Pfizer song. And I thought it was longer than that, but it's funny because he played it on, when I heard it was on Jeff Berwick's show. And I believe Jeff Berwick also thought it was a parody until the next day he did the show. And he's like, by the way, folks, that was not a parody, believe it or not. Let me see if I can hit backwards on this. Is it going to go back to where I was? Okay, good. Let me bring this over here. Because there was one other one I'd heard before. What is it this one? I'm going to get copyright all over this. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a second. I'll move this over there for you. Oh, God. I did see this one before. Oh, you can't see. Oh, you can. That part. Where is this one? There you go. This is the one, right? Yeah, this is good. I don't know why that's playing with a... Now you're out on your ass. Will you bite? More than likely you'll die. It's sleep. I am the visor. It's the truth. From all liable. And my face looks like I've been through an MMA fight. And they're mocking us. I don't know what's going on with the people talking in the background or whatever the song, but you just ruined it for us, so we're not going to watch it now. But you can look up Boat Rocker, and he had a version of the Eye of the Pfizer, and there was another one I've heard before too. Because the reason I found all these is I was looking for that guy who did that one, and then I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to do. But I did see some other ones, and was it? What is this one here? Is this something?
I miss my staff. I can't wait till we're all together again here in the studio. You probably heard people are starting to get vaccinated. In fact, Pfizer is put out a commercial for their vaccine. Take a look.
At Pfizer,
I just have to watch this. What is she
to
doing?
create a healthier tomorrow. That's why our dedicated team is working around the clock to ensure everyone has access to the COVID-19
Is this real?
vaccine as soon as possible, so you can get back to doing things like this. And this. And even this.
Terrible.
Okay, maybe not that. Pfizer, helping you get back to being disgusting. This commercial's not going to prove that.
That is so stupid. That is so stupid. Did you guys see the head of Pfizer get questioned at Davos? Or do you need to see it? I'll show it to you anyway. Let me bring it up. I have to bring up the old Telegram. And let's get it. I'm sure I put it into my saved messages. I'm really good about that usually. Maybe not. Didn't I? Could have sworn I saved this. No, where is it? Wait, no. Man, I could have sworn I saved that. What did I do with it? I save it on my phone? Let me check this out real quick. Where did I see that at? Damn it. I don't remember where I saved it. That's the worst. I usually do really good at that. It's not here. Man. Let me just look it up real quick. If it doesn't show up right away, we're not going to worry about it. By the way, I'm dropping all the phone calls, so phone calls are gone. We are ending that. We're going to just do StreamYard for the rest of the way. Good. And then where do I go to end show? There. All right. And we're done with that. God, what? Why didn't I see it? So Davos, or, Pfizer. Hope I find that video. I wonder why I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't see it. Here it is. Got it. Sweet. Nice. Thank you on Twitter forever has us. Check this out. This is a CEO from Pfizer getting questioned. For some reason, he doesn't want to talk to people. It's kind of rude.
How long did you know that? Mr. Borla, can I ask you, when did you know that the vaccines didn't stop transmission? How long did you know that without saying it publicly?
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Answer that question. I mean, we now know that the vaccines didn't stop transmission, but why did you keep it secret? You said it was 100% effective, then 90%, then 80%, then 70%. But we now know that the vaccines do not stop transmission. Why did you keep that secret?
Have a nice day.
I won't have a nice day until I know the answer. Why did you keep it a secret that your vaccine did not stop transmission?
Is it time to apologise to the world, sir? To give refunds back to the countries that poured all their money into your vaccine that doesn't work, your ineffective vaccine?
Yeah, you have a little bit around.
Are you not ashamed of what you've done in the last couple of years?
Do you have any apologies to the public, sir?
Let me just say, whoa. Think of your life right now and think about however bad it is. Thank God that's not going on. I don't care how many millions of dollars you have to give me. If I have to be questioned about people being injured and losing their life and that ain't worth it.
Are you proud of it? You've made millions on the backs of people's entire livelihoods. How does that feel to walk the streets as a millionaire on the backs of the regular person at home in Australia, in England, in Canada?
What do you think about on your yacht, sir? What do you think about on your private jet? Are you worried about product liability? Are you worried about myocarditis?
What about the sudden deaths?
What do you have to say about young men dropping dead of heart attacks every day?
What are you about to say about the fact that you've funded the entire mainstream media so that real reporting doesn't get out? The only reporting that gets out is pro your garbage serum.
Why won't you answer these basic questions?
No apologies, sir. Do you think you should be charged criminally for some of the criminal behavior you've obviously been a part of?
How much money have you personally made off the vaccine?
How many boosters do you think it'll take for you to be happy enough with your earnings? Nothing?
Who did you meet with here in secret? Will you disclose who you met with? Who did you pay commissions to? In the past, Pfizer has paid $2.3 billion in fines.
So what does this mean? I get so pissed at people. Who cares if it's staged? Like, I don't get why people are like that. What difference does it make when you sit at home and do nothing? At least these guys are out there interviewing this guy, putting this out on the news. People are seeing this. What you're saying is you'd rather them not see that? You'd rather the CEO disappear and nobody know who he is? Explain to me why it's a problem, even if it is set up, if it's staged. It's all staged. You can't see. It's all staged. So explain to me what's wrong with it being shown. What good are you doing by telling people that it's staged? How is that helping anybody? I'll never understand why this whole thing, truthers just let anything that happens, it's staged, it's fake, it's staged, it's fake. Then why are you watching anything? Why are you watching anything? Here's what you have to remember too. That we create our own reality. So if we're having a good time watching this stuff, not caring, then that's great. That's what happens. If they start to think, everything's fake. I mean, it's like I'm trying to say, same thing I feel with like Tom McDonald. I don't understand what the whole thing is about. Oh, he's Illuminati. Who gives a shit? Why are you so afraid of people because they're Illuminati? Who cares? Be afraid of the content. What is he saying that's wrong? What is he doing? What is he putting out in the public that's wrong? I just don't get the whole position of that, but whatever. People can think what they want. All right, let's go to back to the. Oops, I can't do that anymore. I forgot. Okay, we go here and go here. Everything's staged. It's all staged. It's probably not even the real CEO. It's probably a clone. My guess. It's got to be a clone. Let's get this up here. All right, let's go to. Where is this StreamYard? We're there. Oh, there's nobody there. I'm rushing off to get to somebody. Weren't there a bunch of people waiting? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. All right, well, we'll finish watching that then. Or maybe I already closed it. I closed it. I don't see it now. All right, anybody going to join the show? tinyurl.com/cornerism. Speak now or forever don't. Good. Call's done there. Check what's going on over here at the Finn. What up, Finn? What up, Finn? Somebody says, I appreciate them hollering at the guy. F that guy. I feel that way too. So I don't feel the need to tell you, oh, it's all set up. They just want people to think that the vaccine wasn't good for whatever reason. There's Charlie. Charlie, I see you keep coming and going. What are you on?
Hello, Jared. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, what are you on? Some sort of prepaid plan? By the way, I'm finally getting, well, it's weird. I woke up from a dream the other night and I realized what you were saying about the going around the corner. And I still couldn't get it. Like I got to think on it some more. But anyway, go ahead. Wheelchair Bear, I see you too. Give it a second.
Okay, no problem. I have that presentation.
You do?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that presentation, but I'm not in my garage to be able to show it to you. And the times that I tried to log on, that was a mime. So I'm trying to no man's mime. So I can present that another time.
Okay. Is Thursdays at 3 going to be okay?
For this time, I wanted to talk about the color of the sky or the expanse or the area below the firmament.
Okay, go ahead.
So don't answer this question, but this is for everybody.
Okay.
We are told a long time ago or all the time when we were young and even now, what color is the sky? And everybody will say the sky is blue. Well, let's kind of look at that a little bit better. Anytime you look at a distance, whether you look up or you look sideways, or if you're on a plane looking down, you can see very far, right? And for example, clouds and planes that are far away and on the horizontal or up above you, the space between the plane and your eyes there's nothing blue. You can see clearly to the object you're looking at. So what color is the sky? Well, it's not blue. So then why do we look up and what is blue? There's something there that's blue. So I'm kind of leaning that that's the firmament. And I never really looked at it that way, because when we look up, we think blue sky. And even the news media, oh, today we got blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. But we've been told a big lie. The sky is not blue, but there's a noun, right? It's not invisible. There's something there that is blue.
Fuck,
and
you give
either
me
that's the
tripping.
firmament or that's the water above the firmament at a distance, right? The atmosphere, the atmost sphere. It's the end of something. So the space in between, you could call it the expanse or you can call it the air. That's like clear, unless there's dust, unless there's smog or there's rain or clouds, then you can see those colors. Dark clouds, white clouds, dark smoke because of a fire. Those are the colors. Other than that, the whole expanse between the earth and the firmament is basically clear. So what is the blue that we see?
There's absolutely no reason for it to be
So I
blue.
just want people to, I just wanted people to, and I want to give a lot of props to the colors of today. A lot of folks, the presentations and a lot of discussion about, learning, scientific observations, and it's all simple. I don't believe things are very difficult, just by talking and really reviewing and doing your own test. You start to draw conclusions, and you know what? This thing is actually simple. Kind of like what the scriptures tell us, right? It's the way we're told, and the flat earthers kind of look at it the same way. Things aren't that hard. I hope this helps folks.
I like it. It's going to get me looking into things like crazy, because you're right. I think that I've always just assumed that I've kind of understood that, but when you said plane to plane is when it hit me that, if I'm on a plane, I'm looking across the sky to another plane or whatever, the sky isn't blue. The sky is clear. So if you have clear atmosphere, what would cause the accumulation of clear atmosphere would never equal blue. So it's not like looking up, I should see clear atmosphere, then blue. In fact, space is black. So what is causing the bright, pretty blue?
Yeah. So, and last thing, those high altitude balloons, when you look down, there's no blue between the airplane or the balloon to the earth.
Right.
You
Which it
see
would
brown.
be. Why wouldn't it be blue?
Or the color of the region.
Right. Why wouldn't it be
So, I
blue
hope
if you're
this helps
looking through
people.
atmosphere? Yeah. Got me
I'll
tripping a
try
little
to
bit.
do that presentation about the curve, the 8 inches per mile squared. I got it down. I gotta be at home.
I'm trying to. I
deliver
wish I
that.
could remember what the dream was, but there was something in my dream, and I woke up and kind of thought, "Oh, that's silly." And then it hit me, like, "No, that's what that guy's talking about. That it is a different. It's totally different than I've even ever thought about it."
Yeah, it only works on the horizontal, so it is accurate. 8 inches per mile squared. You can prove it, but it's not a globe. That's why there's no curvature this way. The curvature is at a horizontal, and I'll explain it with my presentation.
Okay, we look forward to it.
I don't have the ingredients here.
Whenever you want to do it, I'm Thursdays 3 p.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Be there.
Hey, thanks, Sharon. Big ups, everybody. Cheerio.
Peace. How about a wheelchair bear in the house in La Casa, rolling around? I'm sure.
Yes, still rolling around.
Is that a microwave? Get that thing out of your house. Just kidding. Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
It's a
it's a TV.
That's a steamer. I'm cooking tacos tonight.
All right.
An art teacher told me everything at a distance is blue. But
An art teacher told you everything at a distance is blue.
yeah, at a long distance, everything is blue. And I said, so if a cow is far enough away, it's blue? She said, yeah. That's just something I remember from elementary school.
I got to think about that one too. I'm just thinking about now, like, I
Mountains
don't
are blue.
understand why the accumulation of atmosphere would equal blue. It wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of like if
But
we look up and it was just clear air, and then blackness of space, why does that equal blue?
why is it blue?
So anyway,
Is it black? Yeah, it is black because the high altitude balloons that show the black. Have you ever been to Anarchapulco?
I have not. I've been asked to speak, but I didn't go.
Yeah. Is Dave going this year?
I don't know. I haven't asked him about that. Maybe
because he's down there. Now,
he's down there right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, somewhere, Mexico. And then is there going to be did you know? Have you heard of anything about a flat Earth conference in Vegas?
Yes, I've talked to Karen about it. It's kind of, I think that they're going to have one, but it's kind of up in the air. I was going to help, but then I kind of said, you know, what is that? It's a lot harder than I think, really. I think so too. Well, because we want to do something different. Like, I don't know. For instance, everybody who goes to these events, I always find out that like a lot of them are not inside for the actual presentations, right? Because most of the people go there for the friendship. So we kind of said, well, let's stop trying to force it to be something it's not. Let's have it, and let's have it be like an outdoor festival, almost like a Burning Man, people could camp there. So we liked the idea, but then we started looking at it, and then none of us have done that before. So to just rent a huge, and then you're talking about huge dollars having to do it up front, and then we have to make sure 800 people go, or we don't even break even. So it just got kind of scary, and I kind of backed away from it. So let me talk to Karen and see what her thoughts are, if she's still doing it or what, because it's kind of up in the air right now. I just don't think Vegas and like a conference center, it just doesn't feel flat earthy to me, you know?
Yeah, let's see what you're saying. Maybe have it at Bertaria.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
if he would do it. I don't know if they're really set up yet for something that big.
Yeah, I don't know either. There are some places like that, like in the Nevada desert and stuff like that, but you have to get security. I mean, it's just a whole thing. People don't get that, and people don't. I mean, again, I just hate to be involved in that, because it's just, you're not even going to know if you're going to make money for it, and it's going to take somebody months of time. So, and again, we don't know how many tickets you're going to sell, so you could end up doing 3 months of work and then 4 months of work, and it be a flop. So, and then I think back to what happened with Robbie Davidson, when I realized how much goes into putting one of those on. And then I remember what happened with Robbie Davidson. He put a whole thing on, and then just because Logan Paul came, he basically got so much shit, he ended up quitting, right? Robbie Davidson doesn't do them anymore because of how much shit everybody gave him, because that
was in Calgary, wasn't it?
No, that was in Denver.
Oh.
But
there was one.
Yeah, Edmonton. We were in Edmonton. I went to Edmonton. I spoke there.
Oh, okay.
You
went there.
I was there. Yep. And I remember it was the time when there was crazy fires. You went outside, and like the alarm kept going off inside the hotel because the smoke was coming in the doors. Anyway.
Yeah.
But Robbie Davidson, I felt bad for him, because he's like, I do this for 6 months, put all the effort that I can into it, make it perfect. And then something like that's even out of your control. Because remember, Logan Paul came, Mark Sargent left. So like, he's not even involved in that. Mark Sargent just said, I'm not going to be here. If he's here, he's a troll. Then he's here. But then everything gets shit on Robbie Davidson. And again, I don't want that to happen to me. I'm not going to put 6 months. I would flip the fuck out if I put 6 months of work into something, and then something that's out of my control happens like that.
Lose money at it, and then.
Oh, I mean, I don't even want it. It's not even worth it. It's not worth it to me.
No.
So I'm probably not the guy for the job. But I don't mind helping somebody who knows how to do that. But it also takes somebody who's done something like that before, like an outdoor festival. It's not just, hi, we've never done this before. We want to rent a land, and because you're going to get a lot of things wrong, and people are not very forgiving if you get a bunch of things wrong.
Whitefish, the big mountain at Whitefish would be nice. Kalispell,
I've been
Montana.
there. I've flown in there. Okay.
You've flown into Whitefish?
Yep, that's where Mrs. family lived. Yeah.
What's the name of his church, or was his church?
He's still there. Fresh Life.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He owns the whole city, basically.
I think my cousin used to go to that church.
I think everybody in the town does. So.
Yeah, I guess so. And there's a Catholic church too, I think.
Oh, okay.
A couple of them, one in Whitefish, but yeah. Well, but I haven't gone down there for 3 years.
Him and I, the most that we do with each other is like this. What's going on? That's about it.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's about the extent of my relationship with him. Shungite. Anybody put shungite in their water? My first time doing that. Anyway, go ahead.
Shungite?
Shungite. No. Shungite stones. Shungite stones.
What do they do?
They're supposed to do a bunch of stuff. Energize it. Correct the pH.
And you reuse? They're reusable, or they?
I'm reusing them. I think you're supposed to put them out in the sun and then reuse them. I don't know. I was just talking to Karen about it. It's something I'm new. I've gotten into, but I've, take baby steps, right? So as you correct one thing in your life, you kind of, okay, I got that now. Okay, I got that. I drink distilled water, and then you keep adding things when you see them. So I saw somebody talking about putting shungite stones into your water, and they're not very expensive. But I don't know if if they're supposed to last a while. But let me just read this from here. This is from Modern Mom. Shungite water, how to make it. One of the most unusual and rare natural minerals, shungite, was formed more than 2 billion years ago. I believe that. This powerful healing mineral comes from the ancient deposits near Lake Onega in the Shunga area of the Karia region of Russia. It's the only place where shungite is mined in its pure form. According to historical records dating back to 1700, locals have been using shungite as a water purifier and as a healing substance for burns, insect bites, small wounds, to get rid of rashes and other skin problems, and to ease aches and pains. They bathed in it, they drank it, and they cooked with it. Since 1990, there has been published research about the benefits of shungite, numerous books, papers, studies, articles, even conferences dedicated specifically to this incredible mineral. It is now widely accepted that shungite possesses a multitude of properties beneficial to one's health: the ability to kill pathogenic bacteria, remove pesticides and pharmaceuticals, absorb from water various organic, inorganic toxins, as well as heavy metals. Adding shungite to water enriches it with oxygen, fills it with calcium, magnesium, and quite a few other essential mineral components. And that's why we have dedicated... So anyway, I have added that now, and it does kind of change the water a little bit. So.
And I wonder if it would work best in distilled water, or I just have a reverse osmosis system.
I would use it in that too. I think you want to take out anything that needs to come out of there. I do it in my distilled, but I like all the things.
Well, like 100 or a 200 foot deep well.
You have one?
But yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking about how much is a good distiller?
300.
Oh, really? I thought they were like in the thousands.
Oh no, the one I have is 300, and it makes. I mean, we do about 2 gallons a day, so we do it before I go.
So that's like a countertop one, then.
Yeah.
Not like a great big one. Yeah.
It's pretty big. I mean, it's countertop. It does a gallon at a time. It takes about 4 hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours to cook one gallon. But it saves you a ton of money. I mean, we used to buy bottled waters all the time. I mean, that's now like what, it's like $5 maybe for a 24 pack, right? So if you do the math on it, you should pay for it within like a couple months.
We have I think it's a 7 filter system with the reverse osmosis, and one of the filters is a mineralizer, so it just has minerals in it.
Oh, it puts the minerals into the water.
Put those rocks in there.
Oh yeah,
shungite rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, when you put them in, you can actually see like bubbles coming up from them. But I don't really know. I had to ask Karen. I said, Karen, can I use them multiple times? And she said, yeah. Somebody told me you have to put them out in the sun. They just look like rocks, but don't touch them. They get all over you. Black stuff. So
really?
Anyway, yeah, I don't know why, but they don't like. It's not like it just stays on there. Give me a little wet. Anyway, anything else for us?
I don't have anything else. I downloaded the Epic Pay wallet. Tried figuring out how to start with that. And I decided to learn French instead. So je parle français.
Reach out. Maybe we'll do a consultation or something. And
yeah.
Okay.
That'd be best for my brain, I think.
Yeah. And
okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Peace. All right, that was Wheelchair Bear, and we're going to put up this one here if we can find it. And that's probably, I'll say hi to the chat, read some tips, and then we will be going because I don't see anybody else here. So let me just explain what's going to be going on with the show so people don't get upset and get crazy. If you watch, and this is the plan, if you watch any of my shows live, you can watch them for free. So they should all be on YouTube. They should all be on Rokfin. Everything, you can watch them for free either place. If after the show ends, so like right now when this show ends, I'm going to put this one on to members only and put Rokfin to premium. Okay. Why am I doing that? It's because things are not going well right now. But I do believe that if you give people things for free, they just take it for free. So, I looked at the tips for tonight. Oh, it's up to 30. So I spent about, well, it said 12. Now it's 12. So I spent $12 on the phone line. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. And it's not important to you. I get it. So it's just the way I'm going to have to do it for now. And again, if it means that I have nobody watching my show, then it means that people aren't willing to, that the content's not worth that much to them, in which point I shouldn't worry so much about it. I shouldn't be devoting everything to it if people don't enjoy it. I think that what I provide is well worth a couple bucks a month. That's me. Okay. Again, am I biased on that? Yes. But there's many people who I've seen in comments and things saying like, I would never pay $15 a month for Rokfin, and I would never this. It's like, okay, I get it. I provide about 10 hours a week of stream. Maybe it's actually 12 to 15, but let's say 10 with my new schedule. So if it's 10 hours a week, that's, 40 hours a month. And so if somebody's not willing to pay $5 to be a member of the channel to get all the content. Now, here's why I want to be careful about saying that. There is sometimes where stuff is going to happen that makes me pull the video completely from YouTube. So I'm not telling people if you become a member that you'll always get to watch the replays, because it's not true. Sometimes if something is said during the show that I think is going to put the channel in jeopardy, it'll be pulled from YouTube completely. So therefore, all the becoming a member does is allows you to see all the videos even after that I leave up. Okay, so it's not all the videos. Now, if you're at Rokfin, that's different. If you're at Rokfin, everything stays up. So you would see all the footage, everything. And that's basically it. So watch live. I've made it so it's very simple. Every show is at 3 p.m. So they can't complain and say, oh, well, I don't get to watch you live because you always go at different times. No, every show is at 3 p.m. So you can watch live for free if you want, no questions asked. And then if you cannot, then I would suggest becoming either a channel member so you get most of the content, or you become a Rokfin member so you get all the content. Did Rokfin go up to $15? Yes. Is that my decision? No. Would I have done that? Hell no. I would have grandfathered everyone that was already there at that $10 a month price forever. That's what I would have done, because it essentially would lock them in as subs forever. So do I like what Rokfin did? No. But I did give him a piece of my mind. I did tell him, hey, you can mark things up 50% when everything's working, not when you still have people complaining that they're not being able to chat with their iPhone app, or they're not able to tip from the iPhone app. So they took that. They said, okay, they're working on it. They're getting down to it. Took a list from me the other day of what things I would like to see changed. So I'm still on their team because it's still free speech and as close as can get to it. And they still have never taken down a video of mine, never complained about any of my content. So I think it's a good thing, and I want to stay there. And $15 a month may seem expensive, but I think anybody who just thinks about it and really tries to think, is there somewhere else that I can remove $15 in a month from how much I spend? I think everybody's lying if they say no. I really do. I think anybody can look at their entire month and say, can I reduce $15 somewhere in exchange for getting to support all these content creators, right? Like, think of how many people are at Rokfin. So yeah, and I don't care who you sign up with. I would like you to sign up with me, but if you don't and you sign up with anybody else, I just want people there because it's free speech. The more people there, the better. But we're talking about me, Nathan Stoltman from Lift the Veil, right? Allison Morrow does a great job. Corbett Report, pretty good job, except for flat earth stuff. Christy Mayer, good job. Owen Benjamin, obviously good job. So can this thing keep moving or no? Oh, thought you can. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, we've got Eddie Bravo there. We've got the Propaganda Report there. We've got Christopher Crum there. We've got Tinfoil Hat there. We've got Beth Martins there. James True, Austin Whitsitt, Melodome, Flatman X, 10th Planet, Broken Simulation. We've got Secrets of Saturn, Union of the Unwanted. We've got Glowbusters, THC. We've got Rose 777, Hibbler Productions, Media Bear, High Impact Flicks, Conspiracy Castle, Alex Stein, myself. Odd TV. I mean, with all those people, it's $15 to get all of their uncensored stuff. So to me, it's a no-brainer, and I find it to be evidence of a psyop when people want to give that whole run-out thing of, I don't support truth should be free. I get it, but you've fallen for a psyop. That truth should not be free. Truth is the most valuable thing that there is in the world, period, bar none. And so therefore, $15 a month to get a bunch of content like these people speaking to you, being honest with their opinions and being on a platform that hasn't taken them down yet. To me, I can't believe there's a question. I can't believe not everybody is signed up at Rokfin. But that's just me. Again, I'm biased because I'm there. But I think that it's something we should all stand behind. But that's just me. Again, I get it. Not everybody has money. It's a really tough time. Obviously, it's so tough for me that I've had to make sure that I try and do something different. Because you can actually look on Rokfin all down your list of all your videos, and I don't gain anybody. There's nobody who subscribes. Why? Because I pretty much put it out for free. So they take it for free. I was talking to somebody recently who does jewelry, and they were telling me like, oh, well, they thought truth should be free. And they said, truth should be free. I'm like, hold on, why do you think that? And they're like, well, because what you're doing is like an art. You're doing it for the love of it. If you do it for money, then people are going to accuse you of change. And I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. I said, but what would happen if you took your jewelry and you went to some trade show and you put it all on the table for free and a little basket said, please tip here? And she said, oh, well, I guess and I'm like, yeah, people would steal all your jewelry and you'd have $20 in the tip jar at the end of it. I'm like, great. But I said, but you charge hundreds for your jewelry. So, and people pay it, right? So I said, well, then you have proof that your material, what you're doing, it has value to people. And I said, I would think my work has value, but maybe it doesn't. And I said, the only way to find out is to truly find out. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And if people say, no, I wouldn't pay $5 for that. No, Jaron, I don't think your 40 hours worth of content that I consume every week or every month is worth $5 or is worth $10. Then so be it. Then I have my cue that I better start looking elsewhere. Right. So that's all it comes down to. Because I think people forget too, when you super chat, you're
yes,
giving, whoa,
yes, 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 yes.
If you super chat, thank you, Carrie Musgrave, very much. She bought 3 smoothies. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Long time no habla. Hope you're well. But that's it. And I've told you before, I hate this part of it more than anything. I hate it. I wish it wasn't here. I wish that there was nothing like this. In fact, when I enjoyed myself the most on YouTube was 2015 to 2017, when I wasn't even like monetized. I didn't even have a chance to make money. And I was living off Bitcoin, so money wasn't an issue. And everything was different. So it does suck. But at the same time, what can I do? I've put all my eggs in this basket as far as that's what I want to do. This is what I enjoy doing. And if you aren't supported, then you can't do it. And that's true. Look across the board. Look at Sean Hibbler. Look at all these guys, High Impact Flicks, Dave Weiss. These guys who do this kind of work, it's all they do. Owen Benjamin, they don't have, people always say, get a real job, get another job. Well, there's a reason why people don't work 40-hour jobs and then come here and do YouTube after. It's because you can't really do that. So people don't recognize that. People look at this as like, oh, we're having fun. Oh, it's not like a job. Get a real job. You're a grifter. I don't give a shit what people think, but I hate it. I hate as far as asking for money, saying it over and over again. Please support the show. $, Cash App, Jeranism. Hey, I wish it was a perfect world to where, 5,000 people gave me $1 a month each. And then I just never had to worry about ever mentioning money ever one time. And the fact that that doesn't happen is concerning because you're like, well, wait, don't I have 5,000 people watching me? Yeah. Well, every single show has 5,000 people. So then you can't give them each to give you $1 a month. Then really, what are you doing? That's would baseball players play if they kept having games and they couldn't get people to show up and pay $1 to watch them play baseball? No, they'd all leave. They would just quit. So it's kind of the same thing. And it's sad that the people that say those things have fallen for a psyop. The idea that truth should be free is you get what you pay for. You ever heard that before? And I'm sure you've seen it ring true over and over and over in your life. So you do get what you pay for. If you just keep taking for free, don't expect things to get better or to be better. Yeah. So I do see 2 super chats came in. Thank you very much for those. Again, Dan's Things and Stuff and Peaceful. I appreciate it. I'm never going to say I don't appreciate your guys' support, but again, remember, you've given $7 to me and $3 to Google when you do a super chat. So Buy Me a Coffee is better than that. Cash App, $Jeranism is better than that. At least Cash App doesn't get anything. I think Buy Me a Coffee gets 2.9% plus 30 cents or something like that. But there are other options. In fact, one such option is, I wonder if any of this will actually work. So I'm working with the Epic Pay guys because what I want them to do is to come up with a way that I can get notified if somebody tips me. So they're working on it. But I wanted to show you this and see if it works, actually. I want to see it. If anybody who does have the Epic Pay app, just to, I wonder if I can just return it though or not. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head. So they gave me a site where you can put in a QR code. Did I save it? Oh, maybe I don't see it now. Where was it? Where did I get? Oh yeah, here it is. So let me bring this up on the screen and you tell me if this works. What are you guys looking at? Oh, just the thumbnail. Okay, let's bring the thumbnail up. So actually put it over here. What's going on? Over here. So I'm trying to think, because would this work for other streamers too? If they put up their barcode and people could scan it from their phone. If you go to the Epic Pay app, then go to send, and then there's a little barcode scanner. You should be able to go like this. I think, let me see. So there's that. And you should be able to just scan that and then tip that way as well. In which case, nobody would get any money at all. There would be no fee. Well, it's like 1/100th of a cent to send. But probably the best method is we're not giving any of Big Brother all that. There you go. So I don't know if that actually works to scan it from. Actually, I can do it from my phone. Pfft, dummy. I'm going to try right now, see what it does. Let me go to. Where is this? Epic Pay. Make sure I got this right. Pin. Okay, I'm going to go send. Then you click the little QR button. Put that on the screen. Yep, took it. Got my code in there. Next. Oh, is that new? Did they add where it says note optional? That might be from because of me. So what I want to have happen is I want to have this app like open, and then when anybody sends money to me, that it notifies me on the screen or on my phone, so then I can thank them. So we're working on that. But anyway, it does work. Seems like you just scan that. So imagine if just everybody who's a streamer starts having their own Epic code, their own Epic barcode, and people can just scan. And then we start moving money between us, and there's no sales tax. There's nothing going to the government. And then you can start to see where crypto could change the world. As far as if we all just decided tomorrow, we're only going to use Epic Pay each other, buy things, sell things. And then you kind of can expand that on a bigger page, bigger show, and realize, oh, I see what can happen here. Immediate transactions, very quick, very easy, and very cheap. Very cheap. But anyway, just ideas I'm thinking about. But thank you for the super chats. Did I read them both? Did they have any text with them? I don't think so. Do I have the Morgao? I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. All right. Oh, the good old days. Remember that was great days, man. Back when you could actually show up in people's live streams or people's recommendeds, things like that. All right, let me go check oops, that's what you never want to do that. Cause your computer to shut down. I'm going to go check the super chats over at Rokfin, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, 3 p.m. Pacific will be the Jeranism show. Got some fun stuff for you. And then we've got the debate right after it will be at 6 p.m. Pacific on Bro Sanchez's channel. Broseph Sanchez. All right. Oh, thank you. See, I say I hate talking about money, but then I talk about it and you guys all support like that. So that's amazing. Thank you. Let's read out some of these tips. Very kind of you. And that's what's going to keep the show going. Great. Let me go to tips. All right. We've got all the way at the top here. Plum Level Square Bear says, support what you like or else. Thanks, Jaron. Thank you, Plum Level Square Bear. We've got R. Mitch who says, have a good show, dude. I'll listen tomorrow when I'm in the tractor. Nice. By the way, I'm also talking to Rokfin about I want to have an area that I can upload an MP3 for every single video that I put out, and then it be available as like a podcast for people. So we're working on that. I'm in Scotland, and it's past my bedtime. Brilliant content you put out. Keep up the quality work. All the best, dude. Long-term listener, Rowan. P.S. I'm stopping any other shit I pay for so I can start paying and donating to content I actually like and believe in. That's awesome. I mean, I really think, I've said this before, and people are, but what I think would be nice is if people who are really truthers said, okay, I'm going to do whatever I can to put $50 away a month, right? And they take that 50 and then they decide who's their favorite 10 creators, people that are providing good information, that are not lying to you, that are consuming some of your time every week. And then if you take that 50 and you just split it up between 10 people, $5 a piece, whatever, I think people forget how much it would help when you have numerous people doing that, right? So somebody wrote me recently and says, oh, here's $5. I've always thought that what good would 5 do? It's like, oh man, it's so frustrating, because how many people think that way? Like, right? I mean, I just said, oh, if 5,000 people gave me $1 a piece, well, then all of a sudden you could say, well, if 1,000 people gave me $5 a piece, well, 1,000's not that many people, right? I mean, that's only 1 out of 10 that watch every show or so. So, I mean, again, numbers is where it's at. And this is why they lie to you and tell you that truth should be free. Because think of the work that Austin Whitsitt would do with $10,000 a month. Think of the work I could do with, then you're talking about traveling places, interviewing people, actually doing real work that we can't do when we sit here and have to beg to get $3,000 a month, right? So just saying, it's none of your guys' fault. It's nothing on you. It's part of this game that you have to play. That if you get too involved in this, then you have to start providing good quality stuff. So your webcam has to get better. You got to add lights. You got to get a faster computer. There's all these things that maybe are behind the scenes that people don't really notice that become important. And then if you want to even go further than that, because here's the thing, I don't want to be famous at all, ever. Okay. I don't want that. I don't want recognition. I don't want, those kind of things are not important to me. What's important is talking the truth, having time to spend with my family, raising my son, being with my wife, and getting to enjoy whatever it is I do. They say if you don't want to, that you don't really work if you love what you're doing, right? And I can see that being the case, but you also have to somehow get paid for it. So it's not as easy as just doing what you do and then being, oh, I'm happy doing this. Well, you have to be able to support your family. But you'll never see me buying, I'm not like Richard Hart, who's going to have $400,000 watches, shit like that. If I had something like that, I would hope people would stop donating forever, right? That's just ridiculous. But again, it's just not me. Maybe for some people, I'm not materialistic like that. We've got cars. We've got no credit card bill. We got no car payments. We live very, very simply. And we just hope that, some of these coins come around for the future, or else things like retirement and things like that are going to be like, never going to have that happen. Anyway, but I do think if everybody who was a truther didn't think of the truth should be free, but thought of it like another service. So you have Netflix, you have DirecTV, you've got this or that, which by the way, we don't have DirecTV. We don't even have Hulu. We don't have those kind of things. We do have Amazon Prime. I'll be honest about that. But if they took that $50 and split it around, you would see amazing things, because all these people that you supported, if they got that kind of support from others who also felt the same way, now you're talking about truthers having extra money to be able to do experiments, things like that, to do research, to actually travel places, not for fun and games, but for advancing the truth. So again, it's a tough subject for me. I don't want to do it. I hate it more than anything, really, to be honest with you. But I can't, just because I hate it, not do it, or else I'm not going to be doing what I do love very, very quickly. Thank you, Ashley, very much. $5. I appreciate that. Anthony Bergs, or Tony Coriolis. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. R. Mitch, $5 says, still awake. Felt bad about only dropping you £4, especially as not many folk in a giving mood, it seems. Anyway, I would like to open an online wallet and start to understand digital coins. So I may be in touch soon, and hopefully you can sort me out and educate me. Cheers, Rowan. Yeah, and by the way, reach out to me on Telegram. I had somebody the other day say, oh, I was going to get a consultation with you, but you're too expensive. So the prices that are there, I have to be careful because some people have coupons, okay? So you're better off just talking to me personally and say, hey, I want to do a consultation for crypto. What's the lowest price you can give me? So you have to understand, I can't put like a $50 price on the website because there's people who have 50% coupons. So the price on the website is marked up on purpose because some people have coupons. What I tell people like that are my patrons is come talk to me. We'll work out something that works for both of us. So the website is it's not meant for people just to show up there and book time. t.me/Jeranism. Contact me, reach out and say, hey, and some people want to buy multiple hours, which is always cheaper, right? If somebody's like, I want to do a crypto consultation, but I want 3 hours, but I want to do 1 hour segments, and that's fine. I'll keep track of all that for you, and we'll give you a price that works for both of us. Anyway, I'm trying to help people with that, not trying to make money. I did a relationship consultation earlier. No, it would have been last week, like Thursday last week. So we did one session and they were happy. I was going to give them some ideas and they're like, okay, when do you want to do this again? I'm like, oh, that's good for now. You guys are fine. And they were like shocked that I didn't. And I'm like, I get it because any kind of marriage counselor is never going to see you one time and tell you thanks, goodbye, never come back. Because marriage counselors are going to lie to you. They're going to keep you there. They're going to want you to get more and more appointments. This is what is true with psychology or psychologists or all these guys, shrinks. They all make money the more often you come. I get it. So do I. The difference is I don't want to be that person. I would never like try and shortchange you information hoping that you come back again. I think it's better to really provide what those people need in one session and be done. So people can say that about crypto. I give so many crypto consultations and then the person wants to sign up again. I'm like, well, you're like, oh, in case I have questions. I'm like, no, you can just message me. Like, yeah, we got the consultation done. Your messages will take me 20 seconds to respond to. That's fine. That's different. So just recognize that it's not like, oh, Jaren's trying to do this and this. He's going to keep us there. He's going to not really do a consultation because he wants to get us back the next time. If I operated like that, I'd be done in no time, right? It just wouldn't work. So anyway, let's keep going here. I know the show's over already. Rex with a 3. With so-called divine rights behaving as they please at the expense of the people. New show name, Lies from the Truth, Beyond Your Comprehension. I like it. This seems a little bit high level. Seems like you confused me even with the name, with the title. Audron CTO says, I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Let's go get that in the way. Sorry. We've got Jacob's Ladder. Nice name. Wow. It's cool. $5. Thank you very much. We've got Shane Taft. Thank you very much. $10. Appreciate that. Kevin W. Shin. You're a big deal for real. $50. Thank you. Kevin. $50. Wow. Thank you. I don't even think I know you. Kevin Shin. Nope. Steph 40 Nikolov. $10 with a question mark. Thank you very much. What's the question mark for? Tom Nixon. Any relation to Dick? $10. Thank you very much. We've got DB Cooper the 3rd. Hey, Jaren, I am 1 hour due north of you. Love to buy you lunch someday. Take care. All right. Where are you at? In Modesto area? Turlock? Somewhere like that? Reach out. Telegram. t.me/Jeranism. We've got Adonai Gutierrez. Thank you very much for the super chat. And I did say thank you to Dan's Things and Stuff and Peaceful. Do these people none of them actually write anything? Because I don't see anything here. Nope. The Morgile is the best flat earther, so doped. Yep, we got Casey Industry. There you go. What's up? How's it going? Casey says, more people are realizing this. I think you need to support truth or it goes away. And I know all of us put a lot of time in understanding these things. Yeah, and here's another thing that they get you on. They tell people like, oh, everything on the internet's for free, right? Everything on the internet is, or there forever. Sorry, not for free. I'm thinking about something else. So it's like, that's not true. And I'll explain why. The people who have money, Amazon, these kind of people, Google, obviously anything that goes on to their stuff will never go away because they don't have to pay for storage. For somebody like me, and I've seen this happen numerous times already. Think of if I'm posting videos on my website. So let's say I've got some 9/11 inside footage or something, and I post it on my website. The second I stop paying for server space, it's gone. Nobody's saving that. If nobody saved it, it's gone from the internet. So I think, because I've heard this whole thing of, people saying the internet's dead. Like, oh, the internet's dead. Look at if you go to all these links, then it don't go anywhere. Yeah, that's because the people who used to pay for those sites can't afford it anymore. So the internet's not dead. The internet, it needs to be paid for. It's just the world we live in. So who is able to afford all of their storage? Every mainstream media outlet there is. They'll never be short money. They'll never not be able to afford their storage. Who struggles to pay for their websites? Every independent media that you know. Jeff Berwick, myself, anybody who's got a website has to pay for it. And it's not cheap. People think websites are cheap because you see online, oh, 1 penny for this GoDaddy domain. Sure, you pay a penny for the first year, $19.99 the second year, plus who you're going to host it with. Now, hosting is getting more expensive. You end up paying like $100 and something bucks for 3 months of hosting. It gets expensive very quick. And then you keep stuff stored there. And then how long is it going to be there for? Again, until you stop paying for it. Then your server goes away and that content is gone. There's tons of videos that I've seen before that are not on the internet anymore. Why not? Because the person, whoever had them stored on their site, that site's gone. And so, I mean, again, somebody could have saved it, but how am I going to find that person who saved it? So just tricks that they use to make people think like, oh, it's on the internet, it'll never go away. No, they can scrub anything they want. They can scrub videos. They can. So save what you can. Get yourself a drive, a backup drive where you can store things. A 4 terabyte drive will last you a long time of saving videos and will really help. And then also learn to use Telegram. At least, well, I say that and I know the downfall of that. The downfall is if you use Telegram, then one day it goes away, then you lost everything. But I put a lot of stuff there. You can make your own groups, make your own channels to where you can send pictures of your kid, pictures of this. My wife and I have a shopping channel where, I type if I need something, apples, whatever I need, I just type it into a group. She's the only one that can see it. So we use it as like free storage. So you can put your videos there. You can put up to, and if you're not a premium member, I think it's up to 2 gigabytes per upload. So like my entire 2,500 book library is on the Telegram library. So that's an awesome resource. Now, how long will Telegram be around? I don't know. Damn, now I'm thinking about that shit. I haven't been putting the books somewhere else. I got to put them somewhere else just in case. Because I've been loading it with a book every day, and I just thought about it. Yeah, if Telegram goes away, then I lost all that. I don't want to lose that. All right. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we got 3 p.m. Pacific time for the Jeranism show. Best show that there ever was. Let's listen to Owen Benjamin on the way out of here. I have the Pfizer. I'll hear it again. Much love to you guys. Thank you for the support. It is much needed. And support what you like so it don't go away. More to come on that. We will see you tomorrow for the Jeranism show. Till next time, I remind you, do your own research. When you do, you'll never again believe all the bullshit you've been taught. This has been Jeranism. We'll see you tomorrow. 3. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. And peace.
Fever's up, soaking my sheets. Got the jab, took my chances. I followed orders, now there's sores on my feet. Just a sheep and his will to comply. So many times it happened so fast. You sell your reason for virtue. Don't lose your grip as your heart beats its last. You hold on tight to your chest, screaming why. It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clumping up in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabber counts his coins in the night, and he's watching us all with the lie of the Pfizer. Eyelids droop, numbness attacks, labored breath feeling woozy. You're stacking boosters to the ultimate max, making sure that your grandma survives. It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clotting up like in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabber counts his coins in the night, and he's telling us all his lie of the Pfizer. stroking out, can't make it stop. Throbbing head, pressure growing. Climate change surely caused me to drop. Suddenly, why are you hurting me? It's the lie of the Pfizer, it's the clotting you fight, clumping up in your body like molasses. And the rich evil grabbler counts his coins in the night, and he's telling us all his lie of the Pfizer, lie of the Pfizer, lie of the Pfizer, lie of the Pfizer.